bricks up, man, rubber bricks on there, right? Hey. On that, run the bass on that, babe. Ay. Hold on, up in my brain. Hold on, I'm getting my bitch in the brain. Hold on, I'm getting my bitch in the brain. I'm about to bitch on the level I'm playing. OG DoDirty, flipping packs in the bag, stuffing the blunt, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat up, no crack, blunt blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw magic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, run the thrills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, like some movie scene, trap king, royal elite king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitzy jewel schemes, OG DoDirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw magic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic. OG DoDirty, leaning like the tower. Got the power, hour after hour. Living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OG.
Nigga, wine, check me out. Hey, what's good with everybody? Man, it's your boy OG DoDirty in this thing for another Let's Smoke show, man. Early in the afternoon or early morning. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, everybody? Make sure you double tap that screen if you're on the vertical. If you're on the horizontal, hit a thumbs up for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Make me look good out here in these YouTube streets. Maybe one day they'll feature me on one of these YouTube pages. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got everybody coming in. I welcome y'all. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? We got trust in the building. You know what I'm saying? First one in the building. Appreciate your love. Appreciate you. My boy Drip is in this thing. The plug is in the building. Y'all know what we do when we see the plug in the building. Y'all know what we do when we see the plug in the building. We got to let them know. We got to let them know to let Drip, hashtag let Drip do it. You know what I'm talking about? Throw that thing in the chat for the one time. We got to let Drip do it. You know, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you need you some videos done, intros, music, and I mean, holla at my boy Drip. You know what I'm saying? If you need to find any of his content, just type in the top of your search engine, hashtag let Drip do it. It should pull up, man. Go check out the great work and tell that boy OG DoDirty sent you. You know what I'm talking about? Tell him about OG DoDirty led you there.
OG DoDirty, let me hear.
That's a whole fact. Let my nigga know that I led you over there so you can get hip, flipped, you know what I'm saying, and be looking good out here in these YouTube streets. You got to let Drip do it. That's all I'm saying. You know, man. And then we also got Stephanie T in the building. Stephanie T is in the building. We got the cynical one over here. Yo, Big Miles in the building today, y'all. We got Big Miles in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, Asian, for stopping through, brother. You know what I'm talking about? I sub. Appreciate you, man, for the sub. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate, hey, you a member? You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. You part of the family now, bro. Once you subscribe, bro, you're part of the family, man. We can cut up and have fun. So, man, hey, welcome. Welcome to the show, brother. Who else we got? We got the Rig Master in the building. He say double tap that screen. Appreciate you, the Rig Master. If you need to get in contact with OG DoDirty, please look in the descriptions. You can hit me up on IG. You can hit me up on Snap. You can hit me up on all social media platforms. Most of them is in the description. If you need to email me, email is in the description. If you want to support the stream, CashApp is in the description. That's all I can tell you, man. But hey, make sure you do your best. Follow your boy. Because we know we always try to bring you something. It might not be what everybody else talking about, but I'm going to bring you something. So salute to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we in this thing. Who else we got come? We didn't got come in here already, man. Let me see. I got my boy Hood and T. He didn't send me a little something on the backhand side. I appreciate you, brother. I ain't even started the show yet, bro. And you already sending me something, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I will celebrate you in a little bit, brother. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you for doing what you do, man. Keep up the great work. Keep dropping them videos. Keep doing great content. Hey, you know I'm rocking with you, bro, just like you rock with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Again, if you're on the vertical side of the game, it helps out a lot, bro, for you to double tap the screen. It helps out a lot for you to double tap that screen. Once you double tap that screen, that gives me a like over there. And if you're on the horizontal, man, just hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you want to do, man. But we in there. But you know how we do it. While we letting everybody come in, I got to get this theme music going. You know what I'm saying? DJ Spoon with the big end. You know what I'm saying? They then bless me. So I got to let that rock. And then, you know, when the music is over with, the show will start, people. But we got to get the announcements out the way. Salute to the, I forgot who that was. Just say CC and Coco. Appreciate y'all, man, for supporting the stream. To tell them about the Gun Line Boss, man. That's my feature show, man. Weekends, bro. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm telling you. But we also do shows on Tuesday with Spoon. You know what I'm saying? Where we talk about these sorry ass police officers. Please check out the Police First Amendment Frauditor. On Tuesday nights at 7 p.m., 8 Eastern time. We always live. And then, of course, you know, my boy Spoon go live every day. So, you know what I'm saying? He locked in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all them days. We locked in. We keep great entertainment over here. So make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subbed up. And make sure you catch that notification bell. Put it on all, because I go on in different times. Like I say, I'm going to try to do a morning show, and then we'll do an afternoon show. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you lock in with your boy. I got my boy Smitty in the building. Probably come up here to smoke something with your boy. So let me go and welcome him up the right way. We're good with your boy.
I'm feeling good. Look, I came up with a little quote, bro, because somehow every time I catch you and Tommy is right when I'm playing, is right when I'm playing Call of Duty. So I'm now going to call it playing duty with dirty. That's right, playing duty with dirty. I'm playing Call of Duty and smoking with my man dirty.
Yeah, man, just don't get done dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem right there. You can't get done dirty playing the game. While playing with DoDirty, you got to be out there acting ass. You got to be putting niggas on their back. You can't get done dirty.
As soon as I learn how to set this shit up on my desktop, bro, I purposely bought a game. My PC is a double screen. It's a gaming PC. Bro, as soon as I figure out how to set this shit up, bro, I'm going to be gaming on my junk, bro. I'm going to just be sitting up there just like rocking out with folks, bro, just playing the game. I got a whole nother channel that's already set up for it. I just don't know how to set the shit up. I'm waiting for my nephew and them when they finally get the time to help me with this. I've been trying to ask Nancy and shit, but it's a bunch of computer jargon I'm really not hip to. But anyway, yeah, rock out. I ain't want to change the subject.
Well, cool. I'm gonna say this before I continue to let DJ Spoon with the big end play, and then we'll get through this song, and then we'll get this show started. But you need to holler at your boy Thomas, holler at Tom, holler at no. Listen to me, because he has a gaming channel, bro. He literally play Call of Duty, bro, online and be fucking niggas up. So if you need help with the setup, if you need help how to do anything,
I do.
He know how to do it. His Uncle Tom's channel is a gaming channel. The Porsche.
I need you to understand something, OG.
Go ahead, sir.
That nigga don't respond to shit. He don't respond. No, I do reach out to Tom. I send me my damn thermos. Guess what? Taliban, hold on. Taliban, if you're listening, I need Kai to give me my thermos. I've been waiting to pay y'all. God damn it, I need them to respond. That's all.
You know what? You ain't saying nothing. But you ain't said nothing but a word, nigga. I'm gonna send a message after boss lady, because you know what I'm saying. That's
because I'm the type. Real quick, OG. I mean, and I know you know what I'm talking about. I'll reach out. I'll like hit you up like once or twice. If after that like once or twice it's like nothing, I feel like I'm pressing you now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm forcing myself, because if you're not saying nothing, I'm one of them. I kind of try to take a hint in a sense, if you get it. So I don't be liking to press people out, dog. If I call your phone, nigga, I swear on life, everybody will tell you to land it. I have a 3-ring rule. If you don't pick up by the 3rd ring, I hang up and wait for you to call me back, because I don't want to blow your phone up.
Yeah, I mean, but when you talking about business, so you need help, and somebody tell you, bro, to call them, you never know what they might be going through for that day. But look, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I will help you out as much as I can, because I will inform boss lady. She is the HR department over all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I will get to HR and let HR know. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to get you a cup, you know what I'm talking about?
Thank you.
You know, I got my cup. You know what I'm saying? I got my presidential cup. You know what I'm saying? I can't sell it. It's memorabilia. We call it memorabilia. I'm not selling it. You can give me $2,000. I'm not gonna sell you my cup, but I will try to get me another cup made. I'm just letting you know that now. You know, but hey, fuck with your boy. So let me get this her music playing back here in the background.
Go ahead. I'm about to roll up. I'm about to go ahead and wake him back. I'm about to roll up and shit.
To do the same thing. So this is your rolling time right now. Y'all know when I asked for DJ Spoon with the big end to bless me with that Porsche Talk trunk bass, we're usually rolling up at this time. So roll up, come in, wipe your feet off. We're about to get ready to start the show. Wait till the music over with. When the music died down and you see it go down low, that means the show's about to start. But DJ, give me a theme music.
OGDoDirty, John the Baptist, Lord ADS, OGDoDirty, Lil Spoon with the big end.
Got No Chaser in this game. I got my cup. Appreciate you, No Chaser, for showing up, brother.
Say anything, everything,
nothing in between.
It better be spring water, alkaline, sir. No promethazine.
If it is, you better be double cupped up, nigga.
Because you know what, not a hole in that bit.
Yes, sir. Let the real unfold. Half mud. Hey. Running up game. Yeah, man, welcome yourself in. Wipe your feet off. Say what's up in the chat, man. Roll your blunt up, man. Let's get out of this, man. Trying to say these folks. Make every day joke. Call them holy as and die.
But when trouble really hit, he the first
outside.
Porch talk, trunk knock, whole block lean.
Whole block.
Anything, everything, nothing in between. Scrolling through the lies on the little blue screen. Everybody gangster in they phone routine. Porch talk, trunk knock, whole block no. If you hit the panel, just a whole
boy, you can go.
To the
coming in tonight like a fool last time.
Call it love, call it lust. Whole crew shake they head, say doing too much. Phone with the big end, slide up, no cap. Say killing all lanes, they addicted to the app. He invested in the grind, they invested in the fake. The reason that the comments say this real, we'll wait. YouTube rumors, Express, Facebook fights, Rumble rants, running long past midnight. Everybody say they truth, everybody pick a side. But when you ask them face to face, you just get quiet. Porch talk, truck knock, whole block lane.
Whole block.
Everything, nothing in between. Strolling through the lies on the little blue screen.
Everybody gangsta.
Porch talk, trunk knock, whole block no. If you hit the panel just a hole, you can go from the F's to the F. Crutch, right. That code on this porch, we the code. Let the mask unload. Porch talk,
Jump on. What's good with your LA? Projects is in the building. Let the line turn cold. Yeah. Dirty. God damn it, dude. Dirty. Dirty. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let that thing sit it down on 12, man. Let's get this show started, man. Appreciate everybody coming in, hitting that like button. It's good to have more likes than it is views. Like, again, hopefully one of these days I'll be on the YouTube feature page. I'll be popular. I'll be growing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be somebody. But it's all up to you guys. Thanks to you guys, I'm doing as good as I am. So keep up the great work. Keep tuning in. Keep leaving your comments. Doing what you do. I appreciate it all. You know what I'm saying? And all of those that support the channel too. Thank y'all very much. Let's get this thing started because I just rolled my weed up. What you smoking on today, Smitty?
My bad. 1 second. Let me grab it. What's the name of this one I got? This one right here, I am smoking on some good old, well, you know, it's one of my favorite cereals. Your boy got the Crunch Berries. It's a birthday crunch. Smoking on birthday crunch. Yeah. Indica. This is a, what is this? This is a 42.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I got some Crunch Berries over here. I'm gonna roll up that Crunch Berries in a minute, but I'm
smoking on Crunch Berry right now. That's what's up. Great minds think alike. I got the same
nerds real quick.
You know,
I'm trying to smoke on this blue nerd so I can get smart. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe I can take in some of this information.
Look. You either gonna get smart or a cavity.
yeah, that's a fact because it do got all type of colors in here: green, yellow, red, blue. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna lie to you. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna rock that thing on now. All right, so I'm trying to see, do we want to go ahead and go with the let's go and get the JUBILEE shit out the way, right? Let's just go.
Hey, hold on, real quick. You can do that, bro. Every time I try to do them people, bro, they get my shit.
Don't worry about it, nigga.
My bad. Okay, never mind. Look. Just text me the secret, nigga. Text me the secret. Just text me the secret back on. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how the hell you did it, because it's a bunch of shit I've been wanting to review.
I'm about to directly show you, bro, how I did it. I ain't doing like everybody else, bro. What you have to do is, it's a secret to everything that you do on YouTube, bro, and how YouTube operate, bro. You know,
JUBILEE be smacking heads.
I only get in trouble for those content creators, bro, who feel like I'm cyberbullying them or doing something like that, which I don't never do, because y'all know how OG DoDirty is. Let me put myself on the screen. Don't drop nowhere. Submit it. Let me say this. Just so everybody, let everybody know around here, OG DoDirty is ELE. If you don't know what ELE stand for, I do shows about it all the time. It's everybody love everybody. I don't believe in the other bullshit. I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not uppity. I'm not none of that, but I'm a nigga, but I love everybody. And if you don't like me, I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But my point is, everybody should love everybody. And we can get back to the scheduled show. So what I noticed is, Smitty, you got to go to the people that's on there. So the dude that was talking to Tatum, some of the people that's talking to Tatum, they able to drop the content. So
go to their page.
Go to their page, sir. And then, you know, I know Santana cool. He say some outlandish things I don't agree with, but again, I'm not that type of person, bro, that agree and disagree with everybody, you know what I'm saying, or agree to everybody or disagree with everybody. I'm kind of in between. I like to hear what people say, and then I respond. I like to use my own goddamn brain. That's what we do over here on the OG DoDirty channel. Please don't use no YouTube talking points. If it's your opinion, it's your opinion. Your opinion can't be right or wrong because it's your opinion. And again, come over here, talk the way that you talk, speak the way that you speak, and I'm not going to trip. Your opinion is your opinion. So when I listen to these conversations, I try to find the people, the individuals that was on the show. So Santana was on there. Him and Officer Tatum, which was, I think, the first or second person that went up there with him. We're going to listen to their conversation and go from there. And then we'll run into the Nancy Grace and Stephen A. Versus. And then we'll go. We got willing to win in the building. I'm telling you, man, we got big minds in this thing today, man. Salute to all the big minds that's coming through here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all doing great work in other places, man. Appreciate y'all for coming over here and helping your boy do dirty act. You didn't have to do it, but you're doing it. So appreciate that's all I can tell you. Appreciate you. So let's get to Santana's video, which he's, you know what I'm saying? It's smooth. It ain't nothing too, but we can break it down and have fun with it. So let me split this real quick and get this nigga up here. I might need to make that bigger, but I'll make it bigger here in just a second. Yeah, let me make it bigger. Give me a second. Back. Put them in the middle. Spread us out on the screen. Let me see what it's looking like on the vertical. Okay, the vertical side looking good. We looking like a good production show. Appreciate you. Let's get to it. And hey, Smitty, you got like a little bit of background. Let me see if I can fix that real quick.
My bad. I told you I'm playing Call of Duty. My bad. Let me mute. I'm gonna mute up.
All right.
The Veil of Darkness study.
No, I have not.
Okay. The Veil of Darkness study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to policing and Black people?
That Black people commit more traffic violations than other people.
No.
That is true.
Black people were stopped for more traffic violations. Hold on, I got you.
Because they commit more traffic violations.
You don't know the study. How are you going to answer?
I know what other studies and statistical data points show.
Okay, then give me another study that actually. Oh, sure.
You think they're just pulling Black people over just because they see a Black person driving down the street?
Literally,
that's
the
not
Veil
true.
of Darkness study.
No evidence.
The Veil of Darkness study that was done by Stanford and backed up by the CDC actually showed that what happens is during the day, police officers use racial bias because they can see people and they pull people. I'm going to finish my sentence.
Made a traffic stop in your life.
I'm literally going to
let you finish.
They pull Black people over during the day at a disproportional rate than white people. But at nighttime, when you can't see and it's harder to tell someone's actual race, then the average drops and it equals out.
Okay,
they actually found that in the study, 95 million traffic violations, that when you can't see someone's race, you focus on the traffic violations versus the day you focus on the people.
Let me tell you why your study is flawed. For one reason, I was a police officer many years. I do traffic stops during the day, and you cannot always tell the race of a person during the day, no matter what. Secondary, I agree. They're secondary. When you are patrolling, majority of the Black people that you engage with live in what? Black communities.
Over police.
So second, let it run.
You're going to make excuse. We can get to that.
I'm not making excuses.
You're making excuse. When you're in the Black community, you only have options to pull over Black people.
Any type of empirics that disagrees with the Veil of Darkness study.
Let me finish. I believe that there's clearly a flaw in what you're saying this study represents.
Sure.
Because in the Black community,
you haven't looked at it?
In the Black community, I have plenty of other.
You got trust me, bros.
I did it for a living.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
story,
you did not.
Bro.
So
I've looked at the information.
I'm telling you why the study. I'm telling you why the study is wrong.
Do you think your one-off experience is indicative of all policing around the country?
I'm telling you why your study is off.
Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness study?
Go ahead, Smitty. What you think about what they're talking about?
What I wanted to say. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Just making sure. What I wanted to say to what Tatum was saying is one, first of all, I don't know about where you at in Texas, OG, but over here in the DMV, they actually had to stop doing it. Out here, we had that stop and frisk. I don't know if anybody remembers that. And do you know why, at least out here, why they had to stop it? Because it came to find out it was our people disproportionately at a rate that was being stopped and frisked. They weren't hitting up no illegal nothing. Want nobody else getting it but us for the most part. The stop and frisk was basically their excuse to just say, I don't need to smell weed. I can just stop and frisk you. And we petitioned heavily on that, and we got that shit up out the way. But I just wanted to say to what Tatum's saying in a nutshell, nah, they absolutely have used it, and that's why I brought up stop and frisk. That's literally what he tried to deny that they have done, police. They've done it through the form of stop and frisk. That's why you don't hear too much about it no more, because that shit is definitely racist. And I'm not one, you know me, OG. How often do you hear me say anything is racist? That shit's racist, bro. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. I just wanted to throw that in.
All right. Well, from what I took, what it is this is where the problem I lie with YouTube, bro, is that people are stuck in their ways. People don't know how to take in information, right? So they could have had a great dialogue conversation. This is the problem with people on YouTube. They get stuck in what they used to or what they didn't, or what, you know what I'm saying, they done for years, right? The talking points, the way that they use their verbiage, right? They do the same shit over and over. At this point, you need to have a conversation with the dude. The dude just asked you, did you know anything about the study? He say, no, I don't know nothing about the study, but you don't want to hear the study. You want to dismantle the study without knowing the information. That's crazy. And this is the problem with intelligent people, bro. Like, we can't have a conversation if you think you're smarter than the next person that's sitting in front of you.
Right. Facts.
So if he would just slow down and just listen to him, they can have a real dialogue, bro. They can have a back and forth that will get somewhere, that will help people out and understand. But you can't never get to that point when you're denying everything that somebody said because you're a former officer, right? And the reason why I like to play through these videos before we come back and commentary on them is because I like to hear exactly what people are saying and what direction they're going in, so I can understand the meaning. I don't let nobody else dictate what come out of my brain. And this is the problem with people, bro. Like, literally, they let other things, bro, or other people, what people said, regurgitate out of their goddamn mouth. And that shit is crazy. Think for yourself sometime, bro. Right?
No. That's too much work, OG.
No, it's not.
It's too much work.
It's not, bro, because nigga,
it is, bro. No, that is too much work, dog. To actually ask me to
Smitty, hold on,
what?
Bro. I would let you get it off, bro, but it's not. It's something that you can do yourself, bro. You don't have you can always think for yourself, bro. It's called decision making, bro. It's called nigga being logical, bro. It's called
discernment,
common sense. Discernment, whatever word you want to use for, bro, whatever term, it's still, you have to use your own brain, fam. And what this nigga is doing right now is not doing that, because he's always reverting back to the stuff that he previously know. Like, stuff don't change. Like, it's good to get new information. You work through the new information. You do not access the new information with the old information and say the new information is wrong. That's what you don't do.
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
Said, critical thinking, sir. That's what it is, bro. I'm telling you. And most people use that shit, bro, because they always refer back to the regurgitation of what they heard on the YouTube or what they heard online from some other popular person. Go ahead,
bro. It's too much work. OG, do you not get how this is designed, sir? The way this is designed, us as content creators, large or, you know, big or small content creators and everything in between, people, there are a group, not saying anybody in the chat or nothing, but there are a group of people who actually come here because they want you, they want me and everybody else with a microphone to think for them. They actually want you to tell them what the conclusion is. They want you to tell them what your truth is, and then they make it their truth. That's literally how this is designed. You are asking people to do too much, sir.
No, I'm not.
Okay? Yes, you are.
No, I'm
That's
not.
too much work.
No, I'm not.
The brain in today, 2026, has been redesigned. It has been revamped to only take short form content, to not listen to nothing too long, to not want to look anything up for yourself. People will be so pressed to get the latest and newest iPhone or Galaxy for the camera, not for all of the features that you can look up information. People will be dumb as hell and got a whole box in their pocket or in their hand that can tell them anything they want. But yet we still arguing over stupid shit. Do you see where I just went with it, OG? You asking the people too damn much.
No, I'm not asking for too damn much. The problem is, bro, people don't want to work on their minds, bro. So what you just got through telling me is people accept that the short-term content and all this bullshit, bro, you know, the same, I'm proving a point right now, bro, in the video. This was a long-term content, right, that from JUBILEE. They literally cut this shit down, right, and we can discuss what they having. That don't mean, bro, that you don't go back, bro, and you don't listen to the whole goddamn thing. That's a you problem. There's nobody saying, bro, that you don't want to open up your brain 2% more to ingest some information, because you want to stop yourself at the 2 or 3 minute mark and think that you got everything, or think that you got everything out of a conversation with no context. That's on you as a person. That's your brain not developing. That's your brain not doing and stuff.
Now, OG, now watch the kicker. Now watch the kicker. You're right. You're right. It is a you problem. But you got to understand how many yous are out there in the ether right now, sir. There are so many yous. It's not a you problem. It's a people problem.
Let me ask you something.
That's a people problem, sir, at this point. And that's where I'm going, OG.
Have you ever heard of self-improvement, sir?
We do it every day. You know we do, OG. We talk on the back end. You know we about that life. I'm talking to the ether, sir.
Bro, okay, look, okay, let me say this again, bro. That shit don't work with me, bro. I told, look, and Smitty, you probably ain't been over here for me to say it, bro. But when y'all come over here, bro, and we're talking about something, bro, I'm not asking y'all, bro, for the 51% and the 49% and the 50% and 50%. I don't care about that majority and minority shit. That's Fight Club. That's these other niggas around here. We having a conversation, sir. When you have a conversation, we can get down to the nitty and gritty and break shit down, because we can access this information. We don't have to dumb our shit.
So you saying keep it on me? Just keep it on me?
No,
just keep it on me, OG?
What I'm telling you
is... No, because I want to do what it is you asking of, bro.
What you telling me to do is revert back to what everybody else is doing, bro. I don't care about how many.
No, I'm not telling you, bro.
We're talking about this one situation. We're talking about people, period. We're not talking about the majority of people or the lesser people. Some people and not none people. We ain't doing that, bro. What we're talking about is
so what fashion of people should I respond to?
Anybody, bro, who's not using their brain, bro, you telling them, bro, it's cool.
And that's what I just said. Majority of people are not using their brain, and you told me don't say that. That's all I was alluding to, OG. I actually was trying to compliment what you said. I was actually complimenting what you said in my own way, bro.
Because I'm not breaking it down on majority and minority, bro. I'm not. I said for those who don't. Should use their damn brain, bro. It's not my
and I'm telling you, majority of people do not nowadays, bro. What you getting with that?
I don't care. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't care about the majority. You do. I don't.
No, we are talking about a
not damn, we, nigga, you. Were you not understanding this, bro? You the one that brought up majority. I ain't brought up that stupid ass word. I ain't brought up minority. I ain't brought up that stupid ass word. You did. To make your point.
You said people not using their brain, bro. Oh, wait. So who are the people not using their brain?
Smitty, bro. Smitty, listen to me, bro. I didn't say that.
I'm listening.
You brought up the money. I told you I don't use that for that certain reason, because that's how people on the internet, bro, regurgitate everything they heard from Anton Daniels, everything they heard from Anchorman, everything they heard from O'Shea Dujax, everything they heard from these big ass content.
But you know we don't do that.
Use your own goddamn brain,
bruh. The reason why people don't mess with a lot of shit I say is because I'm always outside the box. People think that I'm talking outside the topic because I'm not saying what's normal. I'm the one who came up with the quote, we're going to take this cross and turn it into a star. Because I hit things from different angles. I'm doing it now. I just did it now. You think that's not my fault? No, I just said to you, no, directly, bro. Go ahead, OG. You got it first. You got it first.
What you're doing is, bro, You bringing the conversation back to where me and you, when we first started off, we wasn't having a conversation on the
Bro, what did you start it off with? You said majority of people don't think. Did you or did you not? Yes or no?
Okay, bro.
You did, right?
You killing me, bro.
All I did was
fucking killing me, bro. I just told you, bro, that was not. God damn it.
Their brain. When you said people don't use their brain.
Oh, bro. So did I say majority of people didn't use their brain, bro?
No, I did. So
exactly.
No, you said people don't use their brain.
Stop that shit.
No. I did. No, that was a misquote. It was a typo. My bad. I don't care
about a typo. To catch you in no motherfucking got you moment. That's not me, bro. You know that already.
I know it's not, OG. That's why I'm here with you. You good, bro?
What I'm talking about, bro.
I am. I'm literally am. You're not accepting what I'm saying.
Bro, because I'm not worried about that shit. I don't care about the minority. I said what I said. Speak to what I said, bro.
I just did. You said people don't use their brain. Then I went on ahead and elaborated and I said, you know what? I do agree because I'm noticing people don't want to think for themselves. I'm noticing the majority. Then I said, I brought that into the, yes, I did. I brought it into the mix.
I just told you did, bro. What are you?
I know. No. I'm just reiterating what I know how the whole thing transpired. Yeah, bro, nobody. I'm not getting on OG nothing, bro. I'm just saying me. I'm keeping it on me.
I get it, bro. But
damn, even when I keep it on me, that don't work either. God damn.
The whole point of it is, bro, I get what you're saying because
I just kept it on me and that didn't work.
I'm gonna let you get it all the way out, bro, so I can finish.
Thank you, bro. What I say is specific. Thank you, so I can just shut up, my nigga. OG, you know I love you, my G. What I'm saying is, bro, you know I do, nigga. I'm just saying.
We crazy, bro. If I fuck with you, bro, God damn.
I'm just saying, dog. You were saying the brain. You were saying people don't use their brain. So what came to my mind, in my brain, my thoughts is, you're absolutely right. I notice people don't want to look shit up. I notice that people definitely be acting like we're supposed to think for them. We're supposed to give them the answers. No, we're supposed to present something to you and allow your brain to flow and allow your brain to come to the conclusion. Everything you said, OG, was smack on point. You missing what I'm saying, sir. Because you stuck in the damn cross and here it is, I'm coming from a different angle. You didn't know I had diagonals in there. That's all it was, my nigga. You know I love you, OG. Let me go ahead and spark my J up, nigga. You about to blow my high. You about to blow my high. I got to roll another J because of your ass. Got to roll a whole nother J.
About your longitudinal and your horizontal nigga deficiency. Nigga, you at a 46, nigga 26 north. I told you this already. I'm listening to you, brother. I'm just saying, if we're gonna have this conversation, we're gonna have it, bro. And what we're gonna do is we're not gonna use everybody. We're gonna have a conversation. If you want to join the show, you want to join the stream, you welcome to come on up. We cutting up, we having a little fun. You know how we do it over here. The link is pinned. It's always pinned. I pin all my links before I even start my show. Most of my shows are open panel shows. The only time you don't see an open panel show is when you see me doing my fishing. If I'm doing fishing or working with the pigs or the goats, it's going to be IRL. It's going to be in real life. You know what I'm saying? Streaming. But if I'm doing a show on the OG DoDirty show, this is my weed. This is my weed channel. I do all open panels. I don't trip. I want to have a conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, OG. I'm disappointed in you, sir. Briefly, since you brought it up, I'm going to say it now because you know I do. I'm disappointed, sir.
Tell me why you mad.
You ain't been checking in me on this grow challenge for shit, my nigga. I got all kind of zucchinis and peppers, and I'm by myself, sir. I'm in my fifis and I'm feeling lonely. And OG, I was just wondering if you would keep me some company around the garden, sir. Just on some man time because you're the one that presented it to me, sir. So all I'm saying is, can we please go ahead? If you really dead ass serious about that, you got one that's right here doing that shit real time, real life, dog. And I post it as often as I can. OG, when we gonna get to this grow challenge, my nigga? Let's teach our black people how to grow their own fruits and vegetables.
No problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the same thing, bro. I'm on my road back to monetization, bro. I can't do nothing on my channel, especially this OG DoDirty channel. I gotta get my monetization back on OG DoDirty channel. Most of my videos that I have are locked up because of my membership. When they took my goddamn monetization away, they locked up my goddamn videos under membership. So until I get my goddamn
monetization, they can do that.
Nigga, if you go on my
Wow.
page right now, I can literally show you. Only thing that you see is the content that I'm doing. You don't see none of my. You barely see all of my weed. It don't show you everything. It don't show you. It don't show you my trimming. It don't show you none of that shit. It don't show you the plants that I'm growing. It don't even show you the challenge search that I started because I had all that.
Hold on. Is that because? But isn't that in violation? Because I ain't gonna lie, dog.
No, nigga, it's their policy, sir. It's their policy.
So we can show them how to grow weed. I can show them my plant.
No, it's not, bro. I don't think you're getting what I'm saying.
Because I don't want to get hit, bro. I don't want to get hit.
Damn, Smitty. I put the videos that I was doing there. I was supposed to be doing with you, sir. The grow challenges, sir. Not weed. I'm talking about the ones with the plants and shit. Just the vegetables.
I know.
Everything that I had, sir, was under members only. I literally had a members only, $2, so I can get paid for helping people out with this information, bro. And when my monetization got took, all of those videos are locked up. So unless I re-put them on here or go to my other page, which is my farming page, which we're supposed to be doing everything on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to distinguish my farming from my weed growing. I'm trying to distinguish my fishing from a weed growing in my vegetable growing.
I believe you. I believe you. Okay.
So when I get my monetization back, we will be on and popping. And when I get my monetization back, y'all will see the DVD coming back every Sunday night between 9 and 10 o'clock Eastern time. It will be back. I'm just waiting to get my monetization back because I don't feel like me and wrestlers should not be getting paid for the great show that we do. DVD was one of the best shows that I did on the week. Besides the Tuesday show, which is the best show of the week. But listen to me. We coming back. We're trying to get our numbers back up. We only I think 800 hours away from getting my monetization back. So once I get my monetization back, I will be able to unlock all those videos and we'll be able to move those videos with those numbers because they got good numbers. I want to move them over so I can make sure I get everything set up. So when me and Smitty start showing people the challenge that we're doing, and this is a small challenge that we're doing, just growing stuff, growing vegetables, and the criteria is just getting $10 and going to the Dollar Tree and getting and making your own containers and growing you some products. If you need help with anything, you're able to ask me and Smitty for tips. And we're going to help you get you going. If you want to go on our IG, you can see most of the stuff on our IG. It just ain't made it to YouTube yet because YouTube is holding me back because of my monetization shit. But once I get past all that will be up on the front. And you can also follow me on Facebook under OG DoDirty. Everything is on there.
And I want to say this last part real quick for the people too, because I know we talked about this, OG. It does not have to be vegetables. You can just grow some flowers or something. Just plant something and see if you can get it to full bloom. Is basically what we're trying to do. To get people to learn how to get back into the earth, learn how to cultivate, and reestablish what it is we are the original people of. All right. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, OG.
Also to that, before I let John the Baptist come in here, if you want to just dig you a hole outside and put you some nasty ass dirt with some grass and grow some grass, goddammit, we just want you to grow something. We don't give a damn what it is. We just want you to get out there and at least have something on your porch, something on your balcony, something on your stairwell that's growing. So that way you can understand it. And if you want to go and start growing food for your family, holla at your boy Smitty, holla at your boy OG DoDirty. We can help you out with that, especially on the little tips that you'll need. You know what I'm saying? We got you.
I just wanted to say, if you're going to grow grass, can it not be crab? At least get a Kentucky blue. That's a little more pretty. All right, go ahead, OG.
All right, what's up with John the Baptist in the building? What's good with your brother?
Yeah, I picked the wrong show to come up on. How you doing today, OG?
No. You in the right place. Nigga, stay right here. Keep your ass right here.
He coming up here, nigga. Coming there. He already coming up here hot, nigga. God damn, John. What's going on, man?
I can't call him, man. What's up with
you? Shit, we listening to Awesome Tatum and this dude talk about this study about how the police is. I'm gonna let you hear it again because Smitty didn't threw me all the way the fuck off. Man, y'all roll up some weed because me and Smitty up here trying to blow highs and shit. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, right.
We ain't gonna do that.
Blow who's high contest.
Damn. All right, so I'm gonna let it run through one more time, John, so you can get the gist of everything, and then we can bring the show back to a medium. You know what I'm saying? We can get back on track, people. So we hopped off for a little bit, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
No, I have not.
Okay. The Veil of Darkness study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to policing and black people?
That black people commit more traffic violations than other people.
No.
That is true.
Black people were stopped for more traffic violations. Hold on, I got you.
Because they commit more traffic violations.
You don't know the study. How are you going to answer?
I know what other studies and statistical data points show.
Okay, then give me another study that actually. Oh, sure.
You think they just pulling black people over just because they see a black person driving down the street?
Literally,
That's
the
not
Veil
true.
of Darkness
You
study.
have no evidence.
The Veil of Darkness study that was done by Stanford and backed up by the CDC actually showed that what happens is during the day, police officers use racial bias because they can see people and they pull people. I'm going to finish my sentence.
Made a traffic stop in your life.
I'm literally going to
let you finish.
They pull black people over during the day at a disproportionate rate than white people, but at nighttime, when you can't see and it's harder to tell someone's actual race, then the average drops and it equals out.
Okay,
they actually found that in the study, 95 million traffic violations, that when you can't see someone's race, you focus on the traffic violations versus the day you focus on the people.
Let me tell you why your study is flawed. For one reason, I was a police officer many years. I do traffic stops during the day, and you cannot always tell the race of a person during the day, no matter what. Secondary,
I agree.
They're secondary. When you are patrolling, majority of the black people that you engage with live in what? Black communities.
Over police.
So you're going to make excuse. We can get to that.
I'm not making an excuse.
You're making an excuse. When you're in a black community, you only have options to pull over black people.
Give me any type of empirics that disagrees with the Veil of Darkness study.
Let me finish. I believe that there's clearly a flaw in what you're saying this study represents.
Sure.
Because in the black community,
you haven't looked at it?
In the black community, I have plenty of other.
You got trust me, bros.
I did it for a living.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
story,
you did not.
Bro.
So
I've looked at the information.
I'm telling you why the study. I'm telling you why the study is wrong.
Do you think your one-off experience is indicative of all policing around the country?
I'm telling you why your study is off.
Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness study?
No, I have not.
That's the legit stuff. That's the conversation we about to have. What you think about it, John?
That was a terrible conversation. I'm not. Officer Tatum not the host on this show, right?
No, this is JUBILEE. I think 1 versus 20,
so
or something like that.
Well, it's irrelevant. I don't care what the name of it is. Yeah, but it was a terrible conversation, right? He presented a study. Then he asked Officer Tatum for his side of the story, but then he wouldn't give him a chance. Every time he say something he disagree with, he kind of cut him off. Even if you disagree, let him get it out. Now, if he's still wrong, then tell him why you think he's wrong. But just because you say something you disagree with, it's kind of aggravating when you're trying to say something and you can't get your thought out. Officer Tatum, I don't really too much care for his debate style either. But in this situation, I seen a couple of videos here lately where the people debating, it's the emotional arguments throw the debate off. I don't care who does. Even when I do it, it throws it off. And so you're not getting information. You're not hearing each other out. So I just think this was a waste of time. The debate show that is. This debate style. I mean, what this guy was doing, JUBILEE was. That's it.
Okay. What you got for me, Smitty? Because I know you want to say something.
No, actually, fool, I'm in the middle of rolling my J because somebody blew my high, not John, not saying any names, if you can do process of elimination. So I'm going to smoke, sir, and I'm going to just listen, and I'll get back with y'all in about 7 to 10 minutes. All right, give me a moment. I got to ease my mind down.
Because I really would.
Hey, Drip, give me. Hey, let me say this. Let me say this, Drip, real quick, and let you down. This nigga John bouncing in and out. I'm gonna have to holler at you about it, bro. I got you covered like Danny Glover, bro. Just get at your boy. You know I try to find ways around everything, bro. So just fuck with me. I'm telling you, I got you covered like Danny Glover. I'll let you know the method of madness, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, Drip. OG, no, I said the same thing to him, but I think he just gave me the formula. So I was saying the same thing, bro. I'm scared of JUBILEE. They hit my ass like 3 times in a row instantly. I woke up, the whole damn video was gone. It was just gone.
Oh, I feel him. See, they ain't touched my shit. We've been on for 50 minutes. At least how many times have I played this bitch already? 3 or 4?
I mean, listen, no, OG, it's your channel, dog. I'm just saying, me and Drip, we hit, bro. Like I'm just, if you got it, if you know listen, if you know the formula, bro, it's always a loophole in some shit. It sounds like you found a loophole. If you did and it works, my nigga, go for it. Go for it.
You ain't gotta worry about that, nigga. I got you. You already know, nigga. You just called me on Instagram.
I don't want you to get hit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm right with your channel. I don't want your channel to be gone, fool. Like, I like coming up to your channel.
I appreciate you, dog. I done already tested and blended the method, bro. This ain't the first thing. This ain't my first time, bro. They done got me up out of here several times. That's why I'm on the road back to monetization. Not that I didn't never have it, nigga. I had it several times. I'm just on my road.
All right, well, let me know when you 15 minutes away and I'll come outside, nigga. I'll come outside. You can pick me up.
You ain't saying nothing but a word.
My G.
No smoking in my car, though. And then you know that. A real nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you know what we do, nigga. Just get the blunt spray and put the defrost on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put the defrost on high, nigga. Blow it out. Hey, look. And I got a towel. I sit on the towel. Just so you know, I sit on the towel, so there's no chance of getting holes in the seat. That's right. I sit on the towel.
I'm looking at it. Well, I'm gonna let you know. This is why I tell people all the time when I go fuck with my boys, man. I make the niggas drive their own vehicle. I got a transport license. I don't smoke in my vehicle.
Hey, listen, OG, and you gotta remember, I'm 100%. I'm considered listen. I'm 100% disabled with a medical card, nigga. So we get stopped, nigga. I'm just gonna say that shit mine, nigga. We gone. We good.
No,
we good. No, that's fine. Just don't have it bagged up. Don't have it bagged up, because then they're gonna give me for distribution. You know how that shit go. Just keep everything in one. There you go.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna be driving your own car, and I'm gonna drive mine. I'm not doing that.
Nah, nigga. But like, what happened to homeboy courtesy?
And my homeboys don't ride with me, bro, because them niggas like to smoke, bro. We don't smoke in my car. You ain't fucking up my license, bro. You ain't fucking up my livelihood. I don't care how much I love you.
Oh yeah, Texas different now. That shit 100% legal in Maryland. Nigga, we unless you're at the playground or some kind of like where children be, my G, that's just like a cigarette. It's a cigarette out here. They not touching you for nothing out here, man.
Yeah, you ain't smoking in now one of my cars. I'm letting you know that right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fine. I'll hit the J before we get in the ride. My bad. I'll be out front 5 minutes prior, and I'll put it out when you pull up. I got you.
What's up, OG DoDirty? What's up, Smitty? Yeah, what's up?
Chilling.
What's going on, ADS?
Having a conversation about this Tatum shit, which I know he's wrong. Because we probably can go find that study, right? That he's talking about, but it makes sense. If you fishing in the daytime and you can see through somebody's mirror or see through somebody's front glass to see that they're black or white, because what Officer Tatum tried to do is try to say race and all. Like, you can't look through a police officer can't drive down the street and look through a front window and see a person in the car and tell that they are Mexican, tell that they white, tell that they black, you know what I'm saying, or Jamaican, or you know what I'm saying, like ethnicity, right? What he's trying to do is trying to take it to that point of view, but that's not what the dude is saying. The dude is only talking about white and black, right? He's saying in the daytime, the police officers can distinguish that it's a black person in the car or a white person in the car. And usually in between, they usually think, hey, Hispanic, if you really, really brown skinned it, you know what I'm saying? Like light on the side, you know what I'm saying? A light skinned person might be considered a Mexican. That's what he's talking about. Now at nighttime, it evens out because they can't see who's in the goddamn car and they fishing at that time. They're looking for some people to do some traffic infractions.
Looking for some love. Mm-hmm.
So when they do that, the numbers come out even. That makes sense. I might be tripping. Y'all might see it differently. What do you guys think?
This just to me points out the discriminatory practices with police officers in general, right? I mean, look at what he's naming off to you. All the discrepancies in the black community, That still doesn't change what your job title is and how you're supposed to conduct yourself as a police officer, does it?
Oh, ADS been listening to a nigga on Tuesday. Go ahead, ADS.
You know, this type of behavior here is why people don't like police, right? Because this guy's obviously showing a bias towards a certain group based on behaviors that he didn't even know, saying that he doesn't even have any part in. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, I saw it earlier on Sharon, so have this and have that. I'm like, black people ain't even have the population. We talk about half anything. It's revealing to me his way of thinking, right? His ideology versus what his professional job title is, you know, and he distributes this all the time, every day. I could imagine what he was like as a beat cop, you know, because that's what he was. He was a beat cop. Then he tried to say he was a detective at one point, or beat cops did the same job as detectives did. It's wild to me how he's conflating this stuff, trying to justify this behavior. And also he's doing what he actually wanted to do, I think, from the jump, which was take attention off these kids, right? And put on something totally different. So there you go.
All right, Smitty. I know you done rolling that blunt up, nigga. You a fast blunt roller, sir. Go ahead, talk to us now. Give us some. Give us some good shit.
Actually, I'm not, sir, because I like to smoke blue hemp. Yeah, bamboo. Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm actually shocked. ADS said a lot of my own sentiments, bro. I would just be regurgitating for the most part. I would say this though. We all know exactly what Tatum's like motive, bro. We know like exactly how he moved and what it is. So my thing is, when I listen to people now online in a nutshell, dog, when I know that's your MO, then when it's a genuine discussion, it's difficult for me to take anything you say genuine, because I know by all means necessary you're just going to keep up with what your facade online is supposed to be. You know, you have a following. He has a massive following. He's in the millions, right? So he has a large audience. So us saying what we gotta say.
Go ahead. Keep on going.
In his mind, the land that he like, yeah. In his mind, the land that he like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't care what y'all say. You know, my millions of followers is what keeps me going, and even the people that follow me just for hate watching. So, I mean, we all know what he does, bro. But let me just listen a little bit more. I'm smoking right now.
Well, he already said what he said. It's not the whole interview. It's just, I think, 2.5 minute clip of it. You know what I'm saying? Because after this, he got kicked off, right? JUBILEE do the thing where they I appreciate you, Mel, for your comment.
Oh, this isn't you. Oh, yeah, no, you should be okay, because this is a clip. This is a clip.
Yeah. So
yeah, nah, you should be all right. You should be all right. I thought you was playing JUBILEE, bro. Like, nah, they don't play that shit.
I told you, bro, it's from a dude, Santana, bro. I told you, everybody goes to. This is why I started the video off saying Santana.
I get it. No. That's a vicious loophole.
That's why the first thing I did when I first started off this show, and before I started speaking on anything, the first thing I did was, oh shit, hey, ODdsTV, where you at, bro? Go do that. Go look out for my boy Living Humney real quick, man. Make sure you right, man, over there, man. I ain't know you didn't have. I got you, Living Humney. Give me a second, bro. Appreciate your mail. What's good with your spoon? He said, "What's up, my good people?" No, but what I'm saying is, this is from JUBILEE. If you ever notice how JUBILEE work, bro, the content creators that come on there and have conversations with people, they don't even get their whole thoughts out. They don't get to really have a whole conversation, because most of them get voted off. Santana got voted off. And I noticed when I seen the nigga, I said, I don't really agree with Santana all the time. I leave comments over there, because most of the stuff that he say is kind of, you know what I'm saying, off not what I'm used to saying. I don't talk like that. But if he said, I'll be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? What I get is, I agree with him sometimes, and then sometimes he's way to the left. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? So when I first seen it, I said, oh yeah, man, he got kicked off earlier. So this is the only thing that he said after him and Tatum had. When you see this clip from Start Over, he got kicked off. They They asked another person to run to the damn chair. So, and I ain't get to see the whole thing. So I'm looking for the other 2 content creators that was on there. When I find them, we'll have their conversation to talk about. But we're gonna go these conversations one by one, try to get through them.
Did you hear what I said earlier, OG?
But go ahead, repeat what you said. Make sure, because you was cutting down.
Yeah, I was in a bad area of town. Yeah, I was saying I'm not a big fan of Officer Tatum in the debate styles, right? I think he does better on this platform. Not that I really agree with this platform, but I think he does a better job on this platform rather than debates. But what I hate about this with this debate right here, I think he debated a girl in this video too, if it's the same one. Even the one you showed with JUBILEE, I think it was. He kept cutting him off. How do you know what you disagree with? You hear one thing that he say that you don't agree with, and then you just begin to jump in and not listen. And I think that's a poor style of debate. I don't care who does it. It's just not a good way to listen, have a conversation. But I would love to know. I would really know the statistics, right? What he was putting out. And I would like to hear Officer Tatum going to dispute him, or go against him. We never gave Officer Tatum a chance to debate the statistics. That's it.
Okay, let's Google it. Let's do a little research.
No, we ain't got to Google. That's not what I was asking for. I was asking. That's not what I was asking for. Hold on. That's not what I was asking for.
African.
Hold on.
American.
Hold on, dude.
Here come John bootlicking. Here come John bootlicking.
Good with your spoon.
ADS, can you not hear me?
Oh, yeah, we got you,
Hey,
bro.
don't forget to holler at him for me, OG.
You good, bro. We got you locked in, bro. Appreciate your eyes, TV.
Nah, there you go. I have an answer if you want to hear it.
No, I don't.
Does anyone else?
I wanted Officer Tatum and JUBILEE to have a debate, not you.
Man, but if he's putting out bad information, ain't that what the point is for? To clean up misinformation?
That's not the point. That's not the point I was making. The point I was making is they would not let those two didn't have the conversation because JUBILEE wouldn't let Officer Tatum talk.
John, I don't care. No, the African American community does not commit half of the crime in America. According to national law enforcement data, Black individuals account for roughly 26 to 30% of total overall arrests, which is significantly less than half.
But he didn't say arrest; he said traffic stops.
Overall crime. No, he said crime. I heard him earlier. Overall crime.
Play it again. Let me play it again so y'all niggas can hear it, bro. Because I don't want to have. We're gonna look up the information. Let's make sure we get it right. You know what I'm saying? So let me just take it back a little bit, and then we'll you know what I'm saying? We'll check it on out. Let me get the little piece back all the way back here like that. Make sure there we go. Here we go.
Oh my
Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness study?
No, I have not.
Okay. The Veil of Darkness study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to policing and Black people?
That Black people commit more traffic violations than other people.
No.
That is true.
Black people were stopped for more traffic violence. Hold on, I got you.
Because they commit more traffic violations.
You don't know the study. How are you going to answer?
I know what other studies and statistical data points show.
Okay, then give me another study that actually. Oh, sure.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Just because they see Black.
Go ahead, sir.
John just complained about Officer Tatum being cut off. Officer Tatum not saying enough time to respond. What is Officer Tatum doing right now? Filibustering.
I don't think wait. I think y'all saying the same thing. I don't think that John was saying Officer Tatum is not getting a chance to talk. I think he was saying this is what people usually do, and he see Officer Tatum cutting people off as they trying to speak. So I think y'all saying the same thing. Don't let me say it. I might be wrong, but I don't think John was taking up for Officer Tatum. I think he was saying that the nigga was doing what he usually do. Am I right, John? Am I wrong?
You're right. I say it's best. He does best on this platform when it's just him. In debates, he cuts people off, and the other people cut him off. It does not. On these platforms, they're not doing a good job of communicating. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it. I do it too. What I'm saying is when you're getting paid to debate, you can't debate something you thought somebody said. like you just did ADS. You said arrest. They didn't say nothing about arrest. They said traffic convictions. Do you concede to that ADS or not?
Okay, to that part I do concede because he did say traffic conviction. But let's see what this says about that.
Can I say something though, briefly?
Go ahead,
No. See.
Well, find the information. Find the information,
what?
ADS.
No.
See
African
what?
Americans do not account for
ADS says see what?
Damn, hold
What?
on real quick. Because y'all
What? See more
hey,
butts?
oh,
See more
Lord.
butts? What? What are we talking
Go
about?
ahead. Okay, now I'm good. Y'all niggas crazy, bro. Smitty,
I'm just saying. He said see what? See what?
He was about to get the information that we looking for, but if you want to say something, go ahead and say something.
Nah, go ahead, ADS. My bad. I didn't know that's what you was doing, sir. I apologize. I retract my see more butts statement. I retract that.
Why are y'all filibustering me?
God damn, who's y'all?
No, African Americans do not account for half of all traffic convictions in America. While black drivers experience disproportionately higher rates of police stops, citations, and certain misdemeanor charges, 15 in many jurisdictions, comprehensive national data shows they do not compromise 50% of all total traffic convictions. There you go. There you go.
All right, so do this for me real quick. I want you to look up this real quick just to make sure I ain't tripping. Make sure it's called the Veil of Darkness Study. Look that up if you don't mind.
1 second. The veil. I never heard that till now either.
It's some study done in some college. It's what the nigga just got through saying. So let's find out if they study came out, you know what I'm saying, a good way or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Drip. Appreciate you, play ball.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying, dog. I'm trying, dog.
The Veil of Darkness study is a statistical method used by researchers to detect racial bias in police traffic stops.
There we go.
By comparing, By comparing stops made at the exact same location and the time number varying natural light conditions, daylight versus darkness. The test relies on the premise that an officer's ability to discern a driver's race is reduced after dark. There we go. They got some good stuff here. There's a core concept.
So basically, what JUBILEE said was false too. Then.
Mm-hmm. If that is true, that would be a negative. Yep.
Say it again, ADS.
I said if that is true, I said that would be
No, I'm talking about what you just said about the study.
Oh, the key concepts, core concepts. Okay, so the study is comprised based on the exact location and time number varying natural light conditions, daylight versus darkness. The test relies on the premise that an officer's ability to discern a driver's race is reduced after dark. Yeah, John is right. Absolutely right.
So he'll be wrong because that's what
I would be wrong.
Yeah, because that's exactly what the dude was talking about.
Yeah, I would be wrong. Yeah, read it one more time. I think I would be wrong. JUBILEE would be right. Read one more time.
JUBILEE. It's Officer Tatum and the dude name is Santana. The dude you see on the screen that said that about the Veil Darkness study, his name is Santana, right? And he has his own YouTube. He's a big YouTube, I want to say a big YouTube content creator because they got him on JUBILEE. If you make it to JUBILEE, I think you're doing something on YouTube. They don't ask for anybody. They ain't called OG DoDirty yet. So you know what I mean? But go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and finish what you were saying. Yes, read it off.
Read one more time for me, so I can catch up. I was a little bit slow on that, but I think I would have been wrong on that one.
All right. The Veil of Darkness study is a statistical method used by researchers to detect racial bias in police traffic stops. By comparing stops made at the exact location and time under very natural light conditions, daylight versus darkness. The test relies on the premise that an officer's ability to discern a driver's race is reduced after dark.
So I would be partially wrong because he said they confirmed that it's hard for officers to see race after dark. But did he say anything about what they're able to do in the daytime? Like, is it true about they get put over more during the daytime? Did he say anything about that part?
I didn't. I just heard the veil piece of it. I don't know if they add like that to it yet, or any information. To be honest with you, John, I think he mentions it, right? So, well, I didn't see all this part. Let's go. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah, he did confirm what the guy said that when Tatum said it's hard to see after dark. Well, I think the study says it's hard to see after dark, so it goes down. It equalizes go down after dark. So I guess the important part is did they confirm him that more black people get put over during the daytime? Did you hear that, OG?
Yeah, I did. So when I first heard, so I made a point about it, John. It made sense to me because in the daytime, they can see through your mirror, bro. But what Officer Tatum did in this conversation was he split it. He made it seem like the dude was in the study. They was talking about you can tell if they white, black, Mexican, Chinese, and all this other shit. They ain't say nothing about that. They were just saying the color of the daytime and what race is in the cars. Is it gonna be black or white? You can't tell in between there. If you see somebody kind of dark brown, you're gonna say that they black. You know what I'm saying? Black, you know what I'm saying? Darker than that, you're gonna say they black, and then so-called for the white light, and then go all the way up to white. They're gonna say that's a white person in the car, right? But at nighttime, everything should even out. If it's a proportion in the daytime that is more black people getting pulled over, at nighttime it should even out because again, you can't tell who the fuck is in the car. So every time that you think you pulling over somebody, a Mexican, or you think you pulling over a black person, you might be pulling over a white person because you can't see who in the car at nighttime. In the daytime, you can see.
Yeah, we know you can see it daytime. I just want to see it, but yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Because it's basically what he was saying. Even if it is unproportionate in the daytime, that one race is getting pulled over more, white or black, however you want to put it. At nighttime, it should even out because they can't see who's in the car. If they going out here, fishing for people. Because at nighttime, the only thing they pulling you over is for fractions, bullshit ass fractions anyway. You know what I'm saying? People lights, not having a tail light out or something, you know what I'm saying? Headlight, some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They don't try to get, and when they do that, guess who they pulling over? Everybody. So it's gonna even the fuck out. They just ain't out there somebody over because of their race. Go ahead, ADS.
I got a different take on that, OG, because I had a different experience with that. I actually experienced some of that. What you're talking about, bias stuff. When I first came to Atlanta, right, I lived out there on the south side of College Boulevard. That's hood. John, you okay?
That's not me.
Smitty, you okay?
I'm smoking a J. Continue what you got to say, sir, so I can go ahead and respond.
Go ahead, mute.
Not to you. I'm just saying, I just wanted to say something to what we're talking about because I think us as black people are very behind on some very basic information. But you go ahead and rock out, ADS.
You talking about your mic is giving off a little popping or something.
Popping, snapping, jumping.
Oh, my bad. It might
my
be
bad, John. My bad, John.
I can put the echo stuff on, bro, and it'll cut it off the background reducer, bro. Because I think that's what's going on.
You might have to do that. I forgot about that echo cancellation. That's on your end. But go ahead, ADS. I'll respond when
I just cut it on, bro. So you should go ahead, ADS.
Like my experience was when I first got to Atlanta. This is back in 2007, 2008, right?
All right, Stephanie.
I was driving a blue Lexus ES300, rims on it, decked out, and I kept getting pulled over for like little violations all the time, especially like after dark. They kept screaming taillight out, right? Taillight out, right? I got more tickets for my taillight being out when I was here on that side of town in Jonesboro than I got for anything else. Taillight always fixed, always double checked it before I took off out of the driveway to make sure it wasn't. I had to go to court for those, and they would dismiss every one. There was some level of profile involved with that, even at night, bro. So I know what he's saying, but they got different ways to target you too, like your license plate. They know your car. It's just all types of ways they get at you, right?
Because they have you in the system.
That too, yeah. But it's more about the recognition, right? The car, what you drive, you know what I'm saying, what you look like.
Because the question I asked, I remember this. Look, check this out. I don't mean to cut you off, ADS. I asked LA one time, do the police officers, when they pull us over and they let us go, do they go back to their car, bro, and put mental notes, bro, on motherfuckers like nigga had a bad attitude, you know what I'm saying, or something, like write that shit. So when they pull, when somebody type in,
actually answer that.
Well, go ahead.
Actually, all right. So there have been a couple of cases where, for example, there was a doctor, I believe, he didn't want the police to run his name. And it wasn't because he had anything to hide. It's because even if you have an encounter and they let you go, it's marked in the system you had an encounter. So when if you get pulled over again, it like the other officer has no clue of what the conclusion of that was. All they know is you got stopped and this was the report. So if the report was domestic, whatever, blah, blah, or trespass, anything, right? Most people don't want it because I'm telling you now, every time you get stopped, even if they let you go, when they let you go, right? It's logged into the system. So the more time, so after a while, though the 7th or 8th police officer, they're going to look at it as you always have encounters. They don't care enough. They're not looking up convictions. They're not looking up, you know what I'm saying, what the result was of the case. No, they're just looking up your police encounters, and they will treat you different based upon that. Now, I wanted to say this part while I'm speaking to Landon. ADS and everybody else, I'm trying to figure out, why do we keep acting like it's the exact same on us as black people in America, throughout America, when it comes to these type of encounters? Bro, the fact is, it really depends on your location. It really depends on state, county. Like, bro, even here in PG, we got certain places, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like Greenbelt, Laurel, bro, them police, bro, everybody will tell you, man, don't mess with Greenbelt and Laurel. Like, and that's in my county. There are certain places we know, like, nah, they a little sweet over here. Nah, they ain't really pressing like that. Like, yeah, they're police, but yeah, whatever. But then we know the areas like, nigga, you better not get pulled over by Landover. You better not. You see what I'm saying? So I think that we keep on trying to nutshell our black experiences. And it's like, bruh, you having your experience in Mississippi, Texas, Atlanta, DC, Detroit, California, Boston, Nebraska, you name it, bruh, it's going to be really a different feel for the most part, no matter where you are. And I think that we really be disregarding that, dog. Not everywhere, not all the police are the same, dog. And even down to racism, our encounters, and everything else. So I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Okay. So this is what I know. Appreciate you living humbly. I'm gonna mark yours. I'm gonna have yours up there too with mine. So what I noticed is, bro, what ADS is talking about and what this dude on the screen is basically speaking to, that's the underlining in what you're saying, right? Because they used that tactic they was using on ADS to pull everybody. Lying. ADS is that type of, and he probably do, and I know he's telling the truth because I do the same thing, because we both have Jeeps, right? He got a Jeep truck, but when he had his other Jeep, I know exactly what the hell he was talking about. Me and this nigga had the same Jeep. I moved on to a different Jeep because I wanted a 4x4 I could do all type of shit with and do all crazy shit with and put a crazy stereo system in it and be enclosed. So I understand what he's saying. They used to do the same thing to me. Oh, your goddamn tail light. What you mean my tail light? Not my tail light, the little light that's above my goddamn, what you call it? Oh, that's why I pulled your phone. Nigga, that hoe is on.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Real quick, real quick.
That you, sir, to pull you over. So it can be.
And I just wanted to say this one small thing, John. I absolutely agree because out here, I mean, maybe it's the same. If it's not 30% tint, they're gonna snag it. Like they will use it as an excuse. I got 20 on mine. I got 20% tint, bro. Like it's not mirror. It's not 5. I ain't got 10%, bro. I got 20%, and they be like, I just stopped for that. Not often, but I would say, it does happen. I would say at least 2 to 3 times a year, I get pulled over real quick, and they bring up my damn tints. So,
I get you, but that's the whole thing.
I know
that
what
we're
you're talking about.
That's a traffic infraction, sir. That's what it is. It's not hindering you from driving. They're not saying that you're speeding. They're not saying that you're waving across the road. What they're saying is, nigga, you goddamn light that's supposed to be on your mirror. Like I had a nigga pull me over and tell me, "Hey, I pulled you over because your light on your rear view mirror is not working." I say, "What?" I say, No. Listen to me. I say, "You mean you're talking about?" I say, "You talking about the mirrors on the side of the cars, bro? I don't have. This is a goddamn old school Jeep. This ain't no I don't have the light thing on there. You can't. When I hit my click button, when I turn left or right, it don't flash on my goddamn. I don't have a car like that." Oh, I thought this was the one that. Oh, okay. Well, I just let you know, man. You know what I'm saying? You weren't driving crazy, and I would just let you know, bro. That's what a nigga pulled me over for.
Hey, bro, OG. I have to say this one briefly, please, and John, get in there. Dog, true story. Out here in Maryland, I don't know if it's the same in y'all state, bro. I got pulled over. Same thing. I said, hold on. So, what's the problem, officer? Obstruction of view. You know what the obstruction of view was? Apparently, it's a new law that you can't have air freshener trees. I had a new car sent, over the rear view. Yeah, obstruction of view. I looked and I said, obstruction of whose view, officer? I can see just fine. Nah, sir, you have to take that down. Yeah, they got me for having a goddamn tree air freshener at the rear view mirror, bro. That was the reason for pulling me over.
That's not new. That's not new. It's been for like almost 20 years.
No, wait. Real quick, no. Tommy, for the record.
You saying real quick, I never came back in.
Hold on. No. Tommy, when I'm talking about when that happened, this was like, I think in 06, 07 when it happened. I'm not talking about nothing recent, bro. Yeah, for the record. I'm saying I do remember when it happened, and when it happened, I said, when did y'all start this? Is my point. So my bad for not letting you know. Nah, that was back in the day. That's like 2006, 2007 it happened.
Yeah, I was like, I know that shit because I remember when it happened in Oklahoma. It was like, yeah, around the same time. Around the same time, yeah.
Cause nigga used to buy the Jordans, bro. The little $12, and some of them was $12. Then you had some that was $20 that you could just hang up there. You know what I'm saying? The little baby Jordans. You know what I'm talking about? They say no, you can't use it. The dice, you can't have that shit. See, I get all that, right? That's a good point. But go ahead, John. Get in there. Get in there. I hope you didn't forget what you were saying.
Nah, I didn't forget it. I don't think it's gonna make much sense for the conversation now because the conversation I'm moving on. But the point I was gonna bring to when we were talking about, I think Schmidt was saying it was about race, and that we gotta stop pretending like paraphrasing what he said. I can't remember exactly what he said. We gotta stop pretending like this not having to do about race. I don't think that a lot of times it's about race. Well, I'm saying specifically about race. I think it's more about stereotyping. Certain people within a race, because I think it's gonna be black and white and some Hispanics that get stereotyped too for getting pulled over. And this is the reason why I say this. It's anecdotal, but it's my experience, right? I can very seldom remember getting pulled over from my teens to my mid-20s. And I think that, and I want to say the data would support that for 18 to 20 to like 25, 26 is probably you're probably gonna get pulled over the most when you're young, especially in our culture. But since then, I only got pulled over twice, probably in that time frame. And each time I was actually speeding when I was actually got pulled over. I was either speeding or I ran a light. Whatever they got pulled over for, I actually did it. But since then, I'm 52 now. I don't get pulled over unless I do something wrong.
Hey John, did you hear clearly what I was saying though? Like did you because you're saying I was saying it was about race. No, I said no, just briefly. I said I notice we try to lump our experiences like we don't recognize it will differ depending on what state you're from. Me in the DMV, I'm gonna be real with y'all, dog. I have not experienced as much racism as maybe some of my brothers and sisters down south. I haven't. I'm
Okay,
being
cool.
real.
Then,
Where
then,
I'm
then,
at,
then, then,
it's not.
then
We
I'll
don't
take
go through that like that.
Then I
That's
retract
all
what
I'm
I said.
saying.
Then I retract
There
what
you
I said
go.
because I thought you said I retract what I said. I thought you said we got put over more. So my bad
So
for
let's
saying
let's
that. Then.
No, no,
So
no,
so let's
no.
stop.
I
no,
know
I
that.
got you. My bad then.
Let me punch down on this dumbass argument again. I'm gonna do it again. Would you consider the DMV northern states or the East Coast states
No, yeah. Actually, watch
or
this.
city
No, no.
or
I got
city-ish?
you. I got you.
See,
I'm
it's a
gonna tell
yes or
you
no.
specific.
It's a yes or no.
No,
Yes
no,
or no.
no. You have to. No, bro. It's
No,
not a
I
no.
really
It's
don't
not a
need
yes
all
or no.
that. It is. I don't really
Please
need
no.
all that. I don't need that.
It's no. I'm telling you, we are technically the very first. Maryland is the very first southern state. We're technically southern, but we're not considered south. We're considered East Coast. Go.
Okay. As all you have to do is say yes. That's why I put East Coast on there.
It's East
Let's.
Coast.
Okay. So, would you consider DMV segregated just like most major cities?
No, absolutely not. We are probably one like. No. We're like baby New York. We got everything here. Everything's here.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Yeah, baby, New York is segregated.
You mean like
Every-
neighborhood wise, like community
Yeah,
wise?
yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes. Definitely the
Okay.
whites are
So,
close where the whites
yeah,
are.
yeah.
You
So
got
let's
Spanish areas and black
hmm
areas. Yes.
absolutely. So let's
Yes.
stop saying that us in the South literally get more racism because that's bullshit. Y'all
Yes,
motherfuckers
yeah.
have never ended there with the racism shit because the simple fact is y'all are still segregated. It's not segregated in the South anymore. It ain't been
Tommy, you
a
about
long
to make
time.
me go back. Taliban, go
Oh my
ahead.
god! Oh
Finish
my god!
Taliban.
This is the
No.
problem
Go ahead.
because y'all keep saying that the South is more racism. It's not. We don't deal with
All
that
I'm saying
segregation
is
shit.
this. What I noticed, and I'm
You're
telling
the,
you, I'm not saying
you're like
no. You
every
and
last
OG
person
got on
that
me
comes from
about
New
that shit.
York, Chicago, and all that bullshit. It's not segregated down south, sir.
Get pulled
Bruh.
into it, nigga. God damn.
Because no, you and OG got on me about this. Because remember that day, OG, when me, you, and Tommy, when I was saying, bruh, I'm telling y'all now, I have noticed, especially I'm talking about since being online. I talk with like you guys. I talk with I got a lot of homeboys and people that I'm now very familiar with from down south. And I noticed I have come across people from down south that do not like the N word. Y'all remember we had that talk and you said, nah, Smitty, we be saying it like I don't know what. I'm like, bruh, I be coming across people from down south that do not like the N word. So my point is to get you off so I don't lose you. What I'm saying in a nutshell, Tommy, is, bruh, even down to yes location, I'm telling you now, I notice people from down south are more sensitive about racism, the N word, what is racism, and everything else, bruh. Now up here, now, yes, hold on, Tommy, before you go there, I'm fully aware of the up north and east coast liberals. They have nothing to do with that. They just people that want to jump on a bandwagon because it's a bunch of emotion and shit. I'm talking about people that genuinely, in their heart of hearts, especially around our age, that came up in a certain period of time. Bro, the person who came up in Alabama in the 80s is not the same as me in Maryland in the 80s, bro. It's not. I guarantee you on them back roads, they've gone through a little bit more than me being in the DMV, DC area, bro, when we are literally a melting pot. It's different. It is different. And I'm not going to keep letting y'all play with me like it's not, nigga. Now you go ahead. You got the floor, Tommy. I digress. My mic is muted.
Now you can say all that once you want, but that still didn't go to my point where I just said that y'all are more segregated than we are down south. To think that racism has an epithet in the South is crazy. It really doesn't.
How the hell are we more segregated?
It's more because y'all are segregated.
No, but
Yeah. Y'all often say this. Y'all often every time I ask you, is Chicago segregated? Yes. Is got New York segregated?
no,
Yes.
bro, listen,
California,
no.
LA
First
segregated?
of all, oh my
Yes.
gosh,
We got
nigga,
this hood with this hood.
you
with
know
this
when I
hood.
throw the
This
V
Mexican.
right? Listen, bro,
This
the
is what
Ville.
y'all
Hold
do.
on, bro.
This is what y'all do.
The Ville. I swear on life, and I've talked about it multiple times. When I grew up in Beltsville, Maryland, and I swear on life, there are so many people alive and healthy today to vouch for this shit. Bro, I grew up in literally a melting pot of a neighborhood. I grew up in damn near like a sandlot neighborhood. Bro, I had straight up small hat. I remember Danny and his sister Amanda. They were straight up small hats and everything. I had Femi and Jacob. They were Nigerian. My boy D was Sierra Leone. Marlon was from Goddamn Jamaica. Damien and them, you know what I'm saying? They was just black like us. Then we got John and Stafios. John and Stafios, they were Greek. They were Greek. No, listen. So I'm landing it. My point is, bro. And then my man, Ibu, he was Cambodian. Bro, listen to what I'm saying. I swear on life, dog. I grew up in an area where, again, I did not come across. Listen, did I actually have a white boy call me the N-word before around there? Yep. Out of 10 years of living there, how many? Out of 10 years of living there, how many times? I think maybe twice. So it's not something that was like predominant, bro. There are areas where people of us grew up and that shit was normal for white people to call them that. Where I'm from, that's just not normal. It's not, my nigga.
What are you talking about? You're not even talking about what I'm saying.
No, I am talking about what. See, there we go. I told you, OG. I'm at the angle. I'm turning across into a star, OG. You see how they keep going up, down, left, right? Because they on a goddamn Nintendo joystick, nigga. Get on PlayStation, ho.
I'm from Baltimore and New York. You know what I mean? Like, and I have to agree. The North is way more.
I didn't even know this nigga got up here.
The North is way more segregated than the South, in my opinion.
You agree?
And one of the main reasons is because
I'm not the North. I said I'm East Coast.
One of the main reasons is because of the different concentrations of people. Like, you know, you're gonna, well, used to, not anymore, but you knew you would find the black people in Harlem. You knew you would find nothing but small hats in Crown Heights. You knew where the Italians were. It was extremely segregated to the point where even in Harlem, we have Spanish Harlem, right? El Barrio. New York and Baltimore as well, for that DMV area, is extremely segregated. They call it Germantown for a reason. You didn't find black people over there. You didn't find Hispanics over there.
Thank you, my good sir, for telling me that I've been listening to these East Coast and whatever he wants to call Baltimore.
You just heard him say up north, and I made it clear we're not up north, bro. On East Coast, it's different. It's different.
He just said Baltimore too. So let's be honest, right? I'm not saying
that's not up north. That's Maryland, fool.
I don't care.
That sounds stupid.
You're not listening.
Maryland
I don't care.
is considered East Coast. Baltimore is in Maryland. Cut this shit.
Stop.
You listen to Willie.
PG County is Maryland. PG County is in the state of Maryland, no matter how you try to twist it. Typically, North is considered anything above the Mason-Dixon line, which would include D.C. and Maryland.
Now, can I say something real quick? When I first started this statement, right, I said major cities and East Coast
Maryland
cities.
are technically South, but we're not considered South. We are East Coast.
You're not listening to Smitty. Listen, he's telling you. Listen.
No, man. No. I'm talking to Willie. Tommy. My bad. Go ahead, Tommy. I know. I was talking to Willie.
Exactly what he said. Thomas clarified exactly what the point was.
My first statement was all these West Coast major cities in New York, down, even if you go down to Central Plains, all these major cities and all these Democrat cities literally state every time I hear them on these stupid online, everything is segregated. When you're in a southern town, ain't shit segregated. Cold gonna be with cold, whether you're white or black. It's more classism down south.
You don't even know. You know, right now, our governor for the state of Maryland is actually red. He's a Republican. You know, actually, a lot of people, a lot of people in this blue state that actually is like our local jurisdiction officials, there are quite a few of them that are not blue. And guess who voted them in?
Fine.
Guess who voted them in? The people. The people.
I don't care. You're not listening to what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with who the governor is. I shouldn't. I'm living there.
I care, so you should care.
Oh, that's stupid.
Anyway, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, but the people of Silver Springs voted him in, not the people of Baltimore, right? Like, even if you look,
that's Moco. See,
hold on,
see, there you
even
go.
if you
Talk
look
about
at
shit.
previous,
You just talk about a county.
hold on. Even if you look at previous Maryland governors,
You talking about a city
you have
and a
Michael
county, bro.
Steele. You know who Michael Steele is, obviously,
Of
right?
course, bro.
All right. So we can't make it like this is just inherently a blue state.
And what is Michael Steele? Red.
He's a Republican.
Stop
right?
it. Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
The point I just made. Thank you for elaborating on my point, nigga. Thank you.
Why are you so adversary?
That goes back to the point of how
I am very happy, sir. And if you can't hear my fucking happiness, then something's wrong with you. I'm extremely peaceful right now. Go ahead.
I didn't say happiness or sadness. I said adversary.
I am not being adversary or aggressive. I am very cooperative. You don't hear how much we're being co-ops right now?
Mm-hmm.
Stop acting like this a 1v1.
What?
Oh, this nigga. So man, we're gonna get back. We're gonna have to recalibrate. Listen to this, and then we're gonna talk about this. Let's go.
Good job, OG.
No, I have
Great
not.
time.
Okay.
Great
The Veil
time,
of Darkness
OG.
study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to policing and Black people?
That Black people commit more traffic violations than other people.
No.
That is true.
Black people were stopped for more
Why?
traffic violations. Hold on, I got you.
Because they commit more traffic violations.
You don't know the study. How are you going to answer?
I know what other studies and statistical data points show.
Okay, then give me another study that actually. Oh, sure.
You
Let me
think they
finish.
just
Let me
pulling Black
finish.
people over just because they see a Black person driving down the
literally,
street? That's
the
not
Veil
true.
of Darkness
You
study.
have no evidence.
The Veil
that.
of Darkness
None.
study that was done by Stanford and backed up by the CDC actually showed that what happens is during the day, police officers use racial bias because they can see people.
That's not true.
And they pull people. I'm going to finish my sentence.
Made a traffic stop in your life.
I'm literally going to
let you finish.
They pull Black people over during the day at a disproportional rate than white people. But at nighttime, when you can't see and it's harder to tell someone's actual race, then the average drops and it equals out.
Okay,
they actually found that in the study, 95 million traffic violations, that when you can't see someone's race, you focus on the traffic violations versus the day you focus on the people.
Let me tell you why your study is flawed. For one reason, I was a police officer many years. I do traffic stops during the day, and you cannot always tell the race of a person during the day, no matter what. Secondary, I
agree.
They're secondary. When you are patrolling, majority of the Black people that you engage with live in what? Black communities.
Over police.
So you're going to make an excuse. We can get to that.
I'm not making an excuse.
You're making an
I'm just
excuse.
telling you.
When you're in the Black community, you only have options to pull over Black people.
Give me any type of empirics that disagrees with the Veil of Darkness study.
Let me finish. I believe that there's clearly a flaw in what you're saying this study represents.
Sure.
Because
How can you
in the
critique
Black
methodology if
community,
you haven't looked at it?
in the Black community, I have plenty of other.
You got trust me, bros.
I did it for a living.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
story,
you did not.
bro.
So
I've looked at the information.
I'm telling you why the study. I'm telling you why the study is wrong.
Do you think your one-off experience is indicative of all policing around the country?
I'm telling you why your study is off.
Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness?
Like, give me a second. Y'all hold y'all thoughts. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and spit what y'all gonna spit. Just remember everything that they said. I want to thank Toya. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Coming through. You know what I'm saying? Trust always got my side. Always got my back. You know what I'm saying? Hit me with a little something. So I gotta. You know what I'm saying? Show you appreciation. And for CC, I'm gonna do yours in a minute because you know what I'm saying. You know, you came through for the other day. I told you I was gonna do something for you, so appreciate you. You didn't have to send me that again, but you doubling up, baby. Appreciate you.
Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and sunny. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and sunny.
Appreciate you a lot. If you want to follow OG DoDirty on all platforms, hit the description. If you want to email me, description, and the Cash App is in the description. Appreciate y'all. Who want to go first? What y'all got to say about that? What do y'all think about this Veil of Darkness study?
The Veil of Darkness study. I think I just see what ABC on the Veil of Darkness study. I want to hear more about it. I don't know much about it, so But the one thing I did want to touch on what they just discussed again is that I don't like when people say you can't. I think I seen this more on YouTube than anywhere else. You can't say what you experienced in life because your experience doesn't carry with stats and data and statistics. Like we just can't use experience for anything anymore. I don't know why this became so popular now.
Well, it's because they're just trying to be disingenuous. You can take anecdotal experiences into it, but I say weigh it as much as you weigh the same statistics and the bullshit that they come through. Personally, I don't like statistics because you can skew all these damn data points. If you want to say something is over policed, well the data where they getting the information is literally there, and that in the black community, of course, you can see everything is being over policed because it's in the black community. Yes. Let's just be honest. If you want to go to some white neighborhood, like let's say you live in a white neighborhood, you're gonna see that there's not that many things going on, but it's not over policed like that. So again, if you want to, I would say this: that more things happen in a white neighborhood is behind the veil versus in so-called black neighborhoods, they're out front. If that makes any goddamn sense. So of course there's going to be seeing like there's over policing there because some people like to stay behind the veil besides being out front. Yeah, that makes sense.
Spanking, nigga. Fucking spanking, nigga. Spanking, hoe. What the fuck, nigga? Yeah.
Let me meet this nigga Smitty up, bro. What the hell is going on over here?
Yeah, another thing I think everybody use they want to use anecdotal. They don't want to use anecdotal is because if experience carries any weight at all, and if you don't have an experience, then you don't really have much to say. So the only thing you really can't talk about is what the data and information says, because all you really know is what you learned through some study. You have no real like.
That's the thing that we just saw right here, right? Brandon Tatum tried to use the fact that, oh, you've never arrested anyone, so you don't know, as if his anecdotal experience being one cop speaks to the matter. That's when it becomes like, well, you know, with all due respect, like, you know what I mean, put your anecdotal experience in your back pocket. You can't tell me that trumps anything I've ever read or I've ever experienced just because you've never been a cop, so you don't know. You know that.
Yeah, but I will say this though. I think experience goes more than what you just studied. What good is a study the theory if you never put the theory in practice? To me, you just reciting what you heard someone say. But if you actually got some real life experience, I'm gonna count that experience over what your data and statistics say, because that's something I read it in a book. I understand the concept in a book, but a book don't teach you actual practice.
Well, it's the thing though, right? If he's only been a cop in one county, what does his anecdotal experience mean? If you've only been a cop in, Seaside Hills in Florida, well, what can you tell me about what goes on in Chicago? What can you tell me about what goes on in DC?
It tells me more. It tells me more. He could tell me more about actual experience than somebody actually just studied a book.
I actually disagree. I think he has no clue. Like, I don't think a cop from, what's the town, the white town Carmelo was in Texas. He can't tell you anything, you know what I mean, about being a cop in Atlanta. He can't tell you anything about what it's like policing in a Mexican community in LA, right? All he can tell you is his one little tiny dot of a precinct where, yes, he can tell you anything about that. His anecdotal experience rules there. But when it comes to the rest of the world, like on a conversation like this, you don't know nothing.
So let me ask you a question, though. So let me ask you a question. Think about what conversation we're having. It's starting to become circular now. So, but I'm going to ask you this one more time. If all you have, I'm saying you in general, if all a person have is what they read in the book and what they think just happened, but they have no outside experience other than what they read in the book, does that one thing they read in the book overweigh the one city he was actual copy in?
I think sometimes numbers can trump personal experience. I think a lot of times, like if you're looking at a regional issue or whatever, numbers can trump what happens in one county. Because what happens in that one county may not speak to the rest of the state, let alone the rest of the country.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, and I'll be done with it. I really think this is a move so that people can just throw away experience, and then this was gonna happen. This country is on the verge about to be. Well, I don't think it'll happen. It's on the verge about to be socialist, and it's a bunch of young people who've never done anything in their life, who actually want the country to become social because they don't want to go out there and work for anything. What they want to do is for you to take it over. They want to take your experience, your wealth, of what you gained, and give it to the whole country. And because why? They haven't done one workout. They haven't done one thing. They haven't raised a family. They haven't started a business. They haven't done anything that's significant. So therefore, they've taken all of your experience and say what your experience doesn't matter to what we learned in this book about socialism and communism. We think this is going to be better because we never did anything. I think literally this is a move to get rid of experience and to go strictly by feeling what you read. And I'm done with it.
Well, I don't think it's. I don't. That's why I said I think it should hold the same amount of weight with each other because unless you actually did the study, and most of us haven't done a study, and if you actually break down most of these studies that they have, they only do it about 1,000 to 2,000 goddamn incidents, and they go from there. And I don't trust these studies because, like I always say, you can make a study say what you want the study to say versus it actually being what it is because it's just something that you're looking for. So, and you as a person, your anecdotal experiences can be something that you want it to be an anecdotal experience. You can actually change the narrative of what you saw, and what happened because it happened to you and you were pursued in it. So to say that either one of them hold more weight than the other is bullshit to me. That's why I say I don't know half the shit, and I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I don't disagree with what you just said, Tom. I think it should be equally important. But what they saying now is, what I hear a lot of now is, no, your experience don't count at all because that's just anecdotal experience. These stats can't count more for anything. That's the part I'm doing. I can't do anymore.
I mean, but you can use them for shit. You can use them, but they hold the same weight. Because to be honest with you, if you studied about being in the military and actually learn how to shoot or whatever, let's say you learned how to shoot from reading a book, and I'm telling you, I'm in front of you, and I'm an instructor. I can give you on the spot correction on how you're doing something. Whose fucking information is going to weigh more? Mine or a fucking book? You know what I'm saying? So they weigh the same, but in certain aspects, your shit right then and there will weigh more. In
today's society, that book know more about shooting than you do.
Well, that's probably true too. But, that's what
I'm starting to see now.
The book is stating facts. So if the book is stating facts, that's fine for it to state facts. But you putting hands on it, you'll never have that feeling until you put hands on. So there's always an argument for both sides, and I don't know why everyone thinks one outweighs the other, and that's just dumb.
No, I agree with what you just said, and I agree because you're saying count both of them equally. But watch on YouTube. Watch how many people saying, "Oh, that's anecdotal. That can't count. That don't mean nothing." I'm like, dude, experience counts. Does it matter more? No, but it counts.
Listen. I'm like this. I can have more experience as motherfucking running a store, but a person who's fresh out of college can have more book marketing on duty. And at that point in time, whose experience weighs more? In certain aspects, they'll give a person fresh out of college the go ahead because he's fresh out of college versus the person that had experience doing it. So, and then they fail, and then they put up the one up.
I think in a pure conversation, like, yeah, they definitely should both matter, right? But what happens most of the time is someone will try to use one side or the other to trump the conversation. Like, oh, you don't know, you can't. Look, I even asked them, have you ever arrested anyone? Oh, so just because you've never arrested anyone, you have no idea what goes on. You see what I'm saying? And then at that point is when it's like, all right, well, I'm throwing the anecdotal part out.
Yeah. And Tatum's a retard.
And the same thing can be done with the numbers side too. You know?
Yeah. I just don't. Me personally, I don't like his so-called debate style or whatever, because if you really listen, like the ones out, the little shit that he's saying right now, when I listen to the whole majority of the thing, he says a lot of wrong shit, a whole lot of wrong shit, and it goes by because he's in a debate. He has to go off the brain, and no one's actually fact checking the motherfucker in real time because that's what it is. But no one knows these facts that are actually tuning in, and most people don't even care about all that. They care about the feelings of how it makes them feel. So that is how does this person make you feel?
I think his strong suit, whether you read him or not, though, is his show, not his debates. He's not strong at debate at all. He shouldn't do debates. Where he gets a lot, I think where he gets a lot of wins at is just doing his show. No, it's not a debate style. He just presents information, and whether it's true or false, whether you agree with it or not, he's able to win. He's able to have a conversation with certain kind of people that's going to listen to him. But debates, I think he's probably one of the weakest debaters I've seen out there.
Yeah, because he died on that crime point, and homie broke that down well. I didn't even think about the aspect of at night how those numbers can kind of level out because you don't necessarily know who you're pulling over unless it's got a scat pack on it. And it's like, all right, yep, I know that's Tyrone. You know what I mean? But yeah, he totally died on that point because it's like if I put a precinct in the middle of a project, which is what many of them have, you know, you're gonna arrest more people. You're gonna police that. There's gonna be a higher level of policing there. I mean, that's just logic. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's what I thought, the same thing, right? And I even looked at it like it's the tactics that they use, right? We already know what they are already prone to. They got certain things where they pulling people over for different things. They know what to look for, right? So they're going to get to certain individuals. But at nighttime, bro, hey, I knew them numbers was going to even out, bro, because you can't see inside the vehicle. You don't really know who you're pulling over. It's a guess. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sometimes profiling be into it. Sometimes the other stuff be into it. But bro, most of the time they supposed to be doing their job. Their job is not out here to pull everybody over. You know what I'm saying? It's for infractions. What they deem as an infraction, that's the questionable part. Like I said, I didn't get pulled over for different retarded stuff. I'm like, bro, that don't make no sense. Like, what we doing, fam? Like,
yeah. And so, even I think that led to the dismissal of his anecdotal experience too, because it's like, all right, you're just dismissing logic at that point, saying, you know, no, that doesn't happen, and just blacks commit more crimes. Like, you're not even at a base level saying, all right, this may make some sense, you know. So at that point, it's like, well, you're not being logical, so your anecdotal experience doesn't prove your point, you know. Because I don't disagree with y'all when y'all say anecdotal is important. I'm not dismissing, but it's how you use it.
It's just like when they go into that whole thing, they're gonna be like, well, if you knew what per capita means, you would know what I'm talking about. Bitch, we ain't talking about. Let's talk about overall numbers. Overall numbers, black people ain't doing more crime. Overall numbers, let's just talk about overall numbers. Well, they only make up 30 to 40% of the country. I don't care. Let's go overall numbers. If blacks commit more crime, we'll see it. Whether it's per capita or motherfucking goddamn raw whole numbers. Nigga, I like dealing with whole numbers. Fuck that per capita shit. Let's talk about whole numbers. Because I know a lot of black people that ain't never been in jail, ain't never committed crime.
Right. And even on the per capita side, like, yeah, if you're just using the numbers, you can say, okay, there may be more deletions in Chicago than in, let's say, Arizona, or what's the big, New Mexico is like an extremely high crime rate.
Crazy.
Right. So when you look at, okay, yeah, they had more deletions in Chicago, but there's only 40 people in that town, right? And 20 of them got taken out. So it's like when you factor in the millions and millions of people in Chicago on per capita, people start to expose, they don't really understand the points they even trying to make. Because the people that use per capita first are typically using it on the wrong side of the argument, like with things like, you know, Chicago in particular. They always talk about the crime rates in Chicago. But when you really look at the numbers, you start looking at some of those other some of those other states in like the lower, western part of the South, like for the amount of people that's there, it's Armageddon. You know what I mean? Like the per capita is way higher there.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this whole argument with per capita. Most people are just stupid. I've come to the conclusion. That's why I hate and love statistics at the same time, because you can use any statistic that you need, that you're working for, to agree with anything you're saying.
Yo, bro, I always hate that Jay-Z comment, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Oh, yes, they do. If you're smart enough, you can make the numbers say whatever you want them to say.
So, like I've been telling people, when I was in high school, when some of college, I was on the debate team. They need researchers. I was a researcher. I can make damn near any stat fit into our argument, whether it's good or bad. And again, even in the actual debate, you can lie the entire time. It is up for the other team and the actual people in the audience to motherfucking know the difference. You ain't got to be up honest and truth about whatever you're arguing. It may be frowned upon, but who says it? There's no rule against it in a debate. But most people don't know, but it's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Most people are stupid. Like I said, it's cool. That's why I like to have conversations, because when people say, well, we're debating what? Nigga, I'm not debating shit. I'm talking to you, bro. And know what I also hate? I hate when someone say we're not arguing, we're having a conversation. Arguing is part of a conversation. Just to let y'all know, because I'm gonna talk more about that today. Arguing is part of a conversation.
I think what people trying to say is, let's stop screaming to the top of our voice and actually start listening more. That's what should be. That's what it should be. That's what it should be, though, because I think people conflate arguing with screaming. Arguing is part of a conversation.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad y'all talking about that. That's right on point. But go ahead and finish what you were saying, John, while I get this other video together.
I'm about to say it again. That's all. I was just about to say it another way. That's simply all I'm saying. That's all it is, though.
Well, yeah, but most people don't understand it like that, because even if you look at some of these conversations that be happening on here, well, I'm not arguing. I'm just having a conversation. We're supposed to be having a conversation. Do you know? A conversation could be the differences of opinion, which is an argument.
Lawyers argue a case in court. That don't mean they're not conversating. They're conversating. They're just using arguments in the conversation in legal terms.
Yeah, so I'm just tired of hearing that.
But there's still a level of decorum where it's not an argument fight more so than an argument conversation.
Yes, there you go.
Is it positive or is it negative? Are we listening or are we not listening?
Ain't listening.
And that was gonna be my. I don't know, man.
That earlier, bro. Like literally, me and Smitty, bro. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but we can have a decent conversation, bro. It can get heated, but then you can bring the conversation back. Me and Spoon do it all the time, bro. I mean, shit, nigga, we do it almost every show, bro. We show people, bro, you can have a disagreement, bro, but still have a conversation. Now, some of them we have to stop, but eventually, bro, we've been on here, bro, for too many years, bro. We repeat some of the conversations, and then we add on to what we already done said. I noticed that, bro. So, I mean, if we can do it, I'm pretty sure others can. So in this case, like, this is Stephen A versus Nancy Grace. See what you guys' thoughts is, because I ain't seen it yet. You know, it's a straight shooter media and all that there. If you ain't subscribed to Stephen A, you know what it is. Go holler at the boy. You know what I'm saying? Tell him OG DoDirty led you there. You know what I'm saying? Just like this here.
OG DoDirty, let me hear.
In fact, nigga, I led you there. So let's get to it. Let me know what your thoughts is. It's pretty long, so we're gonna play a little bit, stop it, see where they're going with it. And you know what I'm saying? I might skip around and whatnot if it's getting boring, but we're gonna try to have a conversation about it before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to make this decent and try to have a good convo.
Stories with Nancy Grace, which streams new episodes weekdays on Fox 1. Please welcome for the first time to Straight Shooter, the one and only, Ms. Nancy Grace. How are you? How's everything, Nancy?
Thank you for inviting me. That's a very tough question. because all day long I investigate and analyze murder and mayhem. Very often, Mr. Smith, I have people ask, why don't you smile on TV?
Yeah. You can't.
Wouldn't that be odd for me to smile in the course of reporting on a dead young man or a missing child? So,
I totally.
although I have great happiness in my life because of my twins,
I got
two
you.
boy-girl twins.
Okay, yeah.
So Nancy ain't got to smile for none of these punk ass people out here. There you go.
That bitch ugly as fuck, nigga.
Don't you call that? Don't talk about ADS women like that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I wish I had a
I said
multi-millionaire
what I said.
girlfriend like that. I'd be happy as Lord, boy. No, I never have to work again. Do whatever I want to do. Buy me a new truck. I love my truck, but I like another truck too. 3 truck would be nice.
I'm saying.
I had 18 years ago.
Wow. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot of reason to be happy. No question about that. Let's get right to this case involving Nolan Wells. You've been all over this case right now. Just as a reminder to the audience, Wells was the 18-year-old college football player from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, who was on a boat July 4th with a group of friends and traveled by private boat to Horn Island, an uninhabited barrier island off the Mississippi coast. Wells was the only black person, so reported, on the boat. When the friends returned to the mainland, Nolan was the only one who did not make it back. Talk to me about this story, Nancy, and what do you make of it at this particular moment in time?
I think that it is very murky, and I do not understand, Stephen, the demands on all platforms for the investigation to be shut down. Is it possible Nolan Wells died by accident? Yes, it's possible. Is it possible that there was foul play? Yes, that is possible. And I don't believe the investigation should be shut down until we know the answer to that. I have 2 children, both the age of Nolan Wells. I would be lying on the courthouse steps screaming for justice if the investigation into a death related to them was shut down before I had answers. So I don't understand where all the hate is coming from.
Who specifically is calling for the shutdown of the investigation? Just to educate my audience.
Well, go online. There's any number of people, thousands of people that think that, quote, this was an accidental drowning. Why are you doing this? You're a race baiter. You're fill in the blank. This has nothing to do with what color his skin was. This has to do with an unanswered question. During my prosecutorial career, I very often was the only white person in the courtroom. That has nothing to do with Lady Justice. What Lady Justice wants, what justice demands, is a full and fair investigation. And I'm also not saying that's not going on, because my boss, Lewis Slayton, the longest serving elected district attorney at that time, I think, Stephen, it was 37 years, was like a grandfather to me. He was very strict, no one to speak to the press. It could ruin the case. I always had the same answer when asked. I believe a Fulton County jury will render a verdict that speaks the truth. Because I did believe that. We are not owed an explanation from law enforcement as to what they are doing. However, there are a lot of questions, specifically, Stephen, regarding the autopsy. The initial autopsy has remained under seal. We don't know what the answer was. The family, understandably, sent Nolan's body hundreds of miles away for a second opinion. When that doctor got the body, the lungs and the throat were missing. I understand why the lungs were missing, because this could have been a drowning case. But why the throat? What was there about Nolan's throat that piqued the interest of the original medical examiner? That leads me to speculate. Was there bruising? Was the hyoid bone fractured?
Go ahead, sir. About to go grab me a water. You got it.
changed since last time we heard her speak? Has her conversation changed since last time she spoke on this?
I don't know.
Not to what I've
I
seen.
don't.
She's been
Yeah,
standing on her square.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all. I thought the conversation changed. Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Listen, she's not a medical examiner, so I wouldn't like her fucking shit doesn't hold any weight. I don't care how many cases she litigated. She ain't never been called in to testify on what a coroner's looking for. Not one.
Sir, Miss Nancy Grace is 100 and old, bro. She ain't never lost no case. Let's
I don't
go.
give a fuck what she. I don't give a fuck what she lost or didn't
Fulton
lose.
County District Attorney Nancy
No,
Grace.
my only question was,
Wow, she
that was
took
my only
cases she
question.
knew she was winning. Get the fuck out of here. That makes a lot of sense. She's a district attorney. Well, okay, that means she knows she had motherfuckers that was guilty. What do you fucking do?
At
That
all.
makes no sense. That
Makes perfect
makes
sense.
no, it don't. When you only investigate niggas and niggas is the only one doing crime, we expect them motherfuckers to be guilty, right?
Not necessarily true, sir.
How many
Nancy Grace
people?
actually had
How
a
many people do
big
you think? How many people do you think she done held in jail without letting them go, and even though she knew they were innocent? We didn't do a deep dive into her background as being litigated. So don't
okay,
let's not
Nancy
motherfucking
Grace ain't
give her
Kamala
all
Harris.
this praise
She ain't got
that we
that
don't
kind of
even
power.
know. Yeah, exactly. Just like a jig. Hey, let's tell the truth. We ain't looking up motherfucking past where they motherfucking let people go when they know that they were innocent. Just like we did with Kamala Harris, same goddamn thing. I guarantee you she got a whole bunch of skeletons in her goddamn closet that ain't no one looked into.
So
I don't trust these
still
motherfuckers.
100
You
no.
trust these motherfuckers. Fuck
She's
out
still
of here,
100
dog.
no time. She talk cheat,
Yeah.
leak, whatever. She's still 100 no. She ain't never lost
Okay.
no.
It's not hard to be 100 when you're a fucking prosecutor. Fuck out of here. It just sounds dumb. It sounds dumb. Why ain't she doing, since she ain't been a prosecutor such a long time, why ain't she doing it on the defense side? Why ain't she have a defendant on? Then that'd be a better
What
fucking record. Fuck out of
percentage
here.
of prosecutors are 100 and
Go to any goddamn small town. I can show you a whole bunch of them that are 100 0. Probably 3,000 and 0.
saying she's the first of her kind.
Get the fuck out of here. You see the question that you asked is not the question that you're responding to.
Hey, John, John, that whole do get stuck in your head, don't he?
Yeah.
Lord, dude. I thought I was the only one. See, I be thinking John be smoking, folks. He be doing the same shit I be doing. I'm over here on the song like Rich. I said, I said, yeah, that nigga over there doing the same shit I'm doing. Lord, dude. Nigga got to be stopped around here, boy.
I forgot I was muted.
That was good with you, Juke. He said, doing the butt. That nigga crazy. Crazy, bro.
Hey, let me see it. Well, why don't you answer your question there, good old, what's your name is, Lord Idiot? Funny, you didn't finish answering that question that you asked it. Why don't you tell us what the answer was? Mm-hmm.
There is no standard category metric or definition for prosecutors being 100-0, meaning a 100% win or conviction rate with 0 losses or a 100% trial record. Conviction rates for individual prosecutors whose offices are rarely absolute. Rarely absolute. In most cases, end in plea bargains rather than trials.
There you go. So no one cares about her fucking bullshit.
So
no one cares about because she got a whole bunch. She got a majority of them plea bargains. Get the fuck out of here. We know what prosecutors do. They give you a plea so they ain't got to loot and take that court the case and loot. Stop it. Stop with the bullshit. No one cares about her fucking record but you.
Is Nancy Grace's
crazy
plea bargain percentage as an prosecutor?
You ain't gonna answer it.
All right, there is no official or exact plea bargain.
Checkmate.
Oh, here this nigga go, Lord Jesus.
All right, let's see what else is saying. While she frequently noted handling thousands of guilty pleas and trying over 100 jury trials, that's why she's 100-0. She publicly emphasized that she preferred taking cases to trial rather than offering lenient plea deals. See, you got a woman who's about the law. That's a good woman now. She's about the law and order. The record, trial record.
Yeah. This. Yeah, you go ahead with that. You can go ahead with that bullshit if you want to. Why don't we do a deep dive on her record when we know she knew people were innocent and she left in goddamn jail? Let's just do that. Let's find that shit. I guarantee you can find it in that bitch records. You know what they're gonna do? Oh, we didn't know at the time, so we let them go. Fuck out of here. Let's do that. AI ain't gonna do that for you, sir.
It have a Kamala Harris record.
It ain't gonna. That's what.
I was spending too much time talking about Nancy Gray, whatever her name is.
Chat said she only dealt with felony cases.
That's what I said. I said already. Guess what you get when it? Listen, it don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Give me AI.
Well, let you do what you do. I'm about to play it.
Was it broken? Was it dislodged?
Go ahead and stop it, OG. Stop it. Nancy Grace does not have a personal record of holding anyone in jail, as an authority belongs to the courts and law enforcement. So there you go. You got the answer. Facts.
Yeah, like I said, it ain't gonna answer the question like it's supposed to. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. All right.
Let the video play. We good.
Crazy work.
Bruising on the strap muscles. Is it indicative of a blow? We know on the back of the head, that's your occipital bone on the back of your head, about where your hairline would start. That there is deep red discoloration under the subcutaneous tissue. What? Is it from a blow? Is it from diffusion of the blood post-mortem? I don't know. But none of it is good. So I need answers before any investigation is going to be shut down.
What do you make of those who have said, I remember Officer Tatum, a conservative podcaster, very popular, over 3 million subscribers. He's been on a warpath going down, talking to some of the people that were there with Nolan Wells, white individuals. He's saying that evidence is showing that they departed. When they departed, Nolan Wells was alive. And you know what? They may have had absolutely positively nothing to do with this. The evidence shows that. Is that your finding, that the evidence shows that the people being, with allegations being thrown in their direction, the suspicions that have been raised by these people that were in attendance with Nolan Wells, that they should be, they have been proven or found to not have been around even when he was still alive? Is your findings consistent with anything along that verbiage with what people are saying about these kids that were with him?
No, I don't know the answer to that. They say Nolan chose to stay behind because he met a girl he wanted to talk to named Katie. That girl has spoken through her sister, we are told. And she says Nolan told her, I'm going back with my friends. So who am I supposed to believe? I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is true. I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is false. I do know they called SEATOW, S-E-A, second word T-O-W, and said that their vessel was sinking. But yet they continued boating around in it for hours after. Is there an innocent explanation? Maybe. Maybe they thought it was sinking. They found the problem and they fixed it. Now, specters have been raised about audio suggesting Nolan had been on the boat on their return. I don't know if that was doctored. I don't know if it's real. I do know this. He went to Horn Island with them. They came back alive. He's dead. I'm going to investigate. You're darn right I'm going to investigate. And my wish is that his friends are innocent and that this was an accident. But it will be a cold day in HELL that I endorse closing down an investigation because somebody said I had nothing to do with that. What? Am I supposed to go, oh, okay, case closed, forget about it, and go tell the mom, we're shutting down the investigation because so-and-so said he had nothing to do with it.
Have you received any indication from law enforcement that that is their intent, that their desire is to close down this investigation? Have you seen any indication like that at all?
No, and that emboldens me. That emboldens me because so far they haven't finalized this thing. As a matter of fact, the other day, a female journalist got a hold of law enforcement, the sheriff. He wouldn't answer any questions, which he should not have. And he stated that all questions were to be directed to the district attorney's office. I expect what they'll do is this, Stephen. I expect that they will call in a grand jury. A grand jury has two purposes. It can be a charging grand jury. I presented hundreds of cases to grand juries to get an indictment. It can also be an investigative arm. It can subpoena documents. It can call for witnesses. It can question them. It's an investigative, a fact-finding grand jury. They may do that, or they may be able to do it on their own without calling in a grand jury. But I believe that law enforcement will do the right thing. Much has been made of the fact that Crump, who is representing Nolan Wells' family, turned down a request, an offer to bring on scent dogs and cadaver dogs to the boat. Well, I've got to just swat that down right now. Crump, or the Wells family, doesn't have the authority to allow anybody on that boat. It's not their boat. I've also learned through the grapevine that the boat has been searched. I would like to get my hands on that GPS nav system. I would like to find out if cadaver dogs were brought onto the boat. I would like to get a hold of Katie and question her. And I would like to ask each one of the boys separately what happened. And I'd like to give them a polygraph. Is that so wrong? That's what I would be doing right now.
Nancy, I don't think...
She talking about both sides of a motherfucking neck. It might be. I may be listening too hard. Because giving someone a polygraph means nothing. Polygraph don't mean a goddamn thing. Not the person. Why the fuck would you want to get my polygraph? If you're a fucking habitual liar, motherfucker, you'll be it's habitual. This shit's not habitual. Why would you want to do it? You wasting fucking time giving a nigga a polygraph. It means nothing. And the fact that she said at a one breath, you should be ending the motherfucking case closed. If they haven't done that, why even bring it? The case is still open. Why even bring it? And matter of fact, if the motherfucking shit is sealed, that means that they haven't finished doing what the fuck they're doing and presented to the grand jury.
But
So
wait, there's only one part you leaving out,
for?
though. There's only one part you leaving out. Before you get all this national press and Ben Crump getting involved, they were willing to just button it up. No wrongdoing. We don't have any. I think up until now, they've only interviewed 3 of the kids. So these things can be questioned. You know what I mean? Like, if you were really trying to do a coherent investigation, I feel like all of them kids should have been grabbed up the next morning and at least interviewed. So now if we're talking about, a polygraph, that's normal. It's not, I don't believe it's inadmissible in court, right? But it's used. in real investigations all the time. So I don't see a problem with it being done here.
Yeah, but when it goes to court, they don't let me use it. That's presented. Now, and listen, unless we have information, I don't thought they would be more than just. But as a matter of fact, yeah, they did. The three of his friends already ended. They interviewed the girl. They interviewed a lot of people. Not to mention, there is evidence that that motherfucker not being on the boat. So what she's saying and what's being presented, it just contradicts each other.
Well, no, because think about it though. Like, even because she gave one answer just now that I've been questioning, right? What's the point in a grand jury if you don't have a suspect, right? Now, what I got from my answer was having that grand jury can separate, all right, the police, the investigative teams just wrapping this up, or the grand jury can say, no, there's more to this. Someone should probably be prosecuted. That was the question that I've had in my head. Like, what's the point of a grand jury if there's no, like, Mississippi hasn't come up with a potential, what do you call it, defendant, someone to prosecute. There's no suspect.
So who do you prosecute? You know, and that's a funny thing, right? Y'all want to point to these boys, his friends doing something to him, or whatever. Okay, if he drowned and they knew about it, right? You got to figure out which one knew about that he drowned. Go. Now you got to prosecute him for not calling 911. That's the charge is going to be not calling 911 to report a crime. Not about to report an incident. They can go to jail for that. But they ain't going to jail for murder. They're going to jail for not fucking calling the police, which is probably fucking 60 days in jail.
Yeah, but think about this, though. Something like the cell phone, right? If information was deleted from the phone, that is literally a crime, right? You're impeding an investigation, right? This is something that can be discovered in a grand jury, right? If the police aren't pushing this issue, well, you put it in front of a grand jury, and now the grand jury can say, yeah, someone needs to be held accountable for deleting records from his phone. But if the police don't choose to do that, now it makes sense for me the way she put it, why a grand jury would be necessary to do that. Nah, this investigation isn't over. It's more behind it.
So now I'm going to ask you the question. What evidence do we got to delete messages?
I mean, it would be about going through the phone. It would be about.
So we don't have any evidence that someone said they were deleting messages. We just got a whole bunch of we think that they could have did it, right? We don't know nothing.
Well, let's be real. What we have is the fact that when the phone was returned, it didn't have any messages from that day. Now that is, to me, alone skeptical, because let's say the five of us go on a trip together, right? I text Smitty at least twice. Yo, I'm almost there. I'm 15 minutes away. Hey, can you stop at the store and get some more ice? Right? If no text messages were in this kid's phone, the way 20-year-olds run around texting, that's suspicious to me.
Well, it may be suspicious, but it's not unheard of. I got kids that my fucking 24-year-old don't motherfucking text me that much at all.
But that's why it should be investigated. You know?
Well, who's saying it's not being investigated? One thing we're not privy of is the investigation.
That's problematic.
So, and this is it's not problematic. What other fucking case do you got that you're privy to the fucking investigation? Hello?
Most. Like, a lot of times in in a lot of death investigation, the sheriff's department is coming out from saying, we have this, we believe that, right? That is literally the polar opposite of what's happening here. We have the autopsy being withheld, right? So now,
it's not real.
But here's what I'm saying. So now the family does their own autopsy, but how far can that go with no lungs? So if it was a thing where he drowned and the state did the autopsy, why would they not just say, due to the amount of water we found in the lungs, we believe this was the drowning, right? Now, if that's the case, right? If the state had even just done that and literally said the cause of death was the drowning, all right, I could say this might be accidental. I could start to believe other arguments. But when you don't even make that call, and then when the family does an independent autopsy and they don't even have the full body, I have questions. Now I'm not as trusting
but that's the investigation. Right? That's the problem, because what they're trying to do, right? Even with them not having the lungs or the throat or whatever else they don't have, it's just because they're running tests on it. They're still testing it. So if their autopsy was not complete, and it's just now been completed, what 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever, and they're still waiting on the toxicology and everything else. And not to mention, the motherfucking coroner them said that is common practice. So if it was common practice, you can't say it's suspicious.
Yeah, but it's common practice when information is released. This one autopsy is saying this. Now, while the independent autopsy may not have the full body, you at least have the paperwork. You at least have what the initial autopsy believes. All of that.
I don't. That second autopsy shit is cool and all, but that second autopsy has nothing to do with the state. So the state is not going to recognize that as a legitimate autopsy until they get the rest of the stuff from them. So right now it's an incomplete. That's why they couldn't even say a cause of death in that second autopsy. It's not a complete autopsy.
But the problem is it's not a complete autopsy because they don't have the complete body. So
exactly.
Now, if I am,
how you doing,
if
Ada?
Go ahead, my phone.
No. I'm saying what's up to the chat, bro. Y'all keep on going, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if we're talking about something that happened on an island, right? So naturally, drowning would be a potential of what would possibly have happened. I'm saying once the state does their autopsy, right? Because if the independent one isn't complete already, state started theirs, I believe, at least 2 weeks before the family even got the body back to do the independent one. So I'm saying, why hasn't the state, why is all this locked up? Why is all of it, hidden?
Because it's sealed until they gave a direct answer. It is sealed until it goes, if it goes to grand jury. So until they make a decision,
that's not normal.
Take it to grand jury. Well, it's not normal because they made it a not case.
Wait, bro, that's not normal.
It's no longer a normal. What I'm saying is it's no longer a normal case because of all the things that they got in there. You got people second guessing the sheriffs. You got people second guessing. Now they just brought in the FBI. And they said the FBI. It's just a shit show.
No, but the problem is, it's not normal to seal all these docs prior to, and like normally what will happen is when they do the autopsy, there's a whole, press conference. What else say? We found this, we found that. This is way before the actual trial or case has even been booked, or before someone has even been, indicted for it, right? When they get this information, the coroner will come up to the microphone and say, yeah, we found this, we saw this contusion, this. Why is everything sealed when we're only at the point where we're looking for a suspect? That's suspect to me.
Because y'all are the court of public opinion is not the investigator. That's a simple answer. When y'all become the investigators and the fact finders, then y'all be to know.
Tom, we're gonna switch roles, Tom. Today I'm gonna be the one who go out to the police. You ain't take no toxicology on the boys on the boat. You found a whole person missing and you ain't asked for no type of test against them. That's your first red flag. Your second red flag is how long it takes to
it's not a red flag. Who do you hold responsible?
Ground.
Yeah. Who do you hold responsible? Wait. Let's go there.
To basic statements.
That's bullshit. If they wasn't there and they got proof that their boat was not there at the time, how can you hold them responsible?
Easy, because most murder suspects.
How was it a murder suspect?
Murder suspects
How do you have a murder suspect when ain't no
boy
one said it
comes
was
in
a
with-
murder?
No. A boy comes in with you. He disappears. You got his phone. You got his, you know what I'm saying? You got his
What
belongings with
fucking
you.
disappeared, nigga?
He disappears, right? You say you don't
What
know where he's at.
person
He says she don't know where he's
disappeared,
at.
nigga?
He disappears.
Nolan
You got his
did.
stuff.
Nolan.
Nolan disappeared.
Fuck Nolan. Nolan dead. He can't come back. It's not his fault. He shouldn't have
They
been
got-
drinking
they
now.
got-
Let's be honest.
They got his
So you got
belongings with
motherfucking
him.
information that said that it was a
And you
fucking
don't-
murder.
You don't
Then
even
you
call his
got
parents
nothing.
till 2 days later till it goes on the news. then all of a sudden they call up his people and say, we got it from August. Deleted phone text messages, huh? Really?
His phone was given back to the night of. What the fuck are you talking about?
Think about this, bro. Right? Like when the whole
I got, see, no, wait. Hold on. Before you go.
Hold on,
Y'all
real
are
quick.
adding shit that's not in there now. You're
Hold
adding
on,
an
real quick,
emotion
real
and
quick.
shit. Go ahead.
Why do you believe that every single young man that initially left the first dock, right, and was on the boat with him, why they haven't been interviewed? How do you explain that?
How do you know there wasn't no interview?
Because we know for a fact only 3 were interviewed. And we also know them
Tell
kids
them
lawyered
that.
up.
Because I would go look this shit up. 'Cause I don't know none of that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Only
I don't know how
3
many people were interviewed. I know
Hold
the
on,
females
that's what I'm
interviewed.
telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
That's a good
Only
question,
3 of the
Sonya.
kids, only 3 of the kids that were on the boat with him so far have been interviewed. Now, that suspect, one of the reasons why a lot of them haven't been interviewed yet is because they were lawyered up. So they had the advice saying, nah, we're not just going to the police precinct and saying nothing. If my client is in charge, leave him alone. Come back with a charge or, right? So now, something like that to me is suspect.
Is that not their right?
It's their right, but it also makes them suspect. If this is
No,
your
don't
friend,
make them
hold on.
suspect.
If this is your friend, right? If anything happened to DoDirty, I'm going to the police department. Like, and listen, because I want to find out what happened with my friend, right?
If I know
If
we
they're
went to an island
ducking
together,
those interviews, that's suspect.
and you ain't pop up at the end of that night, if I see you no more that night, I'm gonna be curious about where you at. You my homeboy, right? We came together. I know you don't know nobody else here, so what happened to you? No suspicion.
I'm glad y'all not investigating. Y'all gonna do
No
everything.
suspicion of anything. The
Y'all
kids
gonna
look
do
calm.
everything.
Almost like these little interviews they've been doing been well rehearsed. Like they've been rehearsing them. You know?
You know what you got?
It's
know
too
what
much.
kind of evidence y'all got? It's called circumstantial, which is bullshit. Which is not that. You got guesses and feelings.
But wait, Spoon, let's take like court jargon off the table for a second. What I'm saying to you is, how do you go do an interview with, Officer Tate, right? And tell how much you loved him and how great of a friend he was, but you aren't giving this information to the police. You aren't interviewing with them, trying to help. Because for me, right, if something happened with my friend, I'm believing that, all right, it was some foul play involved. We in our 20s, we don't just go out like that. So I'm going to help. If this is really my friend, I'm going to help the police with whatever they need, right, to help them find out what's going on. To go interview with Officer Tate and not with the police, and the fact that the police didn't show up at these boys' homes saying, yeah, we want to interview, come on down to the station like they did with the Central Park 5, like they did with a bunch of other cases, right? They go get those boys and say, we're taking them down to the station for an interview. How has all this time gone by and each and every one of those kids hasn't been interviewed?
So you saying Warren, I guess it's what person you're talking about, hasn't been interviewed by the police?
I think that kid Warren, he may have been one of the 3. He may have been one of the 3. But I'm saying on a state level,
that mixed breed person that was there with him, the black and white mixed breed that sound like he goddamn white as shit. You telling me it's been.
Wow, why are we calling out the mixed people? What we do to y'all? What we do to y'all?
How your mama and them.
I'm telling you what it is. He's a fucking mixed breed. Who don't sound like he mixed. Let's be honest.
John. No, John ain't here. Okay, it's you. Tom, I couldn't hear your mic is in and out, brother. You burgered.
I don't know what the fuck that meant. All right. I'm almost at the house. I gotta find this shit out because this shit bothers me now. I don't know nothing about too much about this case besides what I'm hearing, right?
Well, shit, I'm about to play a little bit more of this real quick because we can barely hear you, bro.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm actually moving close to
see
my
how I
face.
did that for you? OG, stop for one more second. Stop for one more second.
Go ahead.
You see how I just did that for you, Tom? Told you was bored. That's what a friend would do. I wouldn't just let you be talking and nobody understands your argument. As a friend, I told you was bored. And you tell me another of my homeboys that I came on that island with that I know he don't know nobody that and disappeared and I ain't about to say something? Bruh.
Well, if I'm bored and I'm on the phone, I'm driving through fucking the country. So
that was well played, though. I get his point, right? Like, if I'm your homie,
it's 20 bullshit. No one give a fuck about that nigga. He ain't gonna help shit. This nigga ain't shit. Lying ass nigga. No, I mean, there's something to what you're saying. I'm not saying that it doesn't hold any weight, right? It's not like it's gonna hold anyway. Now, I'm with you when if it was my friend and some shit happened, I would help. I don't know if he hasn't been interviewed. To say that they only interviewed 3 people and you don't know what's going on in the investigation, is because most of these motherfuckers don't give out a whole bunch of stuff during their investigation. Now, I'm not saying these police officers are doing a good job. If you know me, you know I can't stand these sorry ass motherfucking lying cops. So to think that these motherfuckers out here doing their jobs, I'm not gonna say that. But I will say this: if I don't know nothing about the investigation, I'm not gonna speak on I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of feelings into it to say this is done right and this was not done right. And this should be done and this should be done. Because we know all these stupid ass investigators investigate totally different shit. Now, I think they should have their best people on it. Now, to say that they do, I don't know. I'm gonna do it like what y'all do. It's Mississippi, dog. Y'all know what they do in Mississippi.
The county commissioner for the county they in, I forgot what it's called. The county commissioner, you know what he did? He didn't talk. He went up there on Nancy Grace's show too. He ain't talk about Nolan Wells as much. He talked about Benjamin Crump down here race baiting. Benjamin Crump. I've know my people my whole life.
Well, he is race baiting. Stop saying he's not race baiting. He is race baiting.
We're not. Well, you don't know the New South. I know the New South. I live in the New South. The shit's still racist, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, show me some racism that you've seen.
We got a whole nigga named Uncle Tom on the panel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's racist.
This is the shit I be talking about. This is what I'm motherfuckers be saying that racist.
Talk, say that ain't. Say that ain't. Say that. Spoon defending Mississippi ain't racist.
A lot of people in Mississippi ain't racist. Motherfucking my cousin ain't racist. Live in Mississippi. Matter of fact, he live in Biloxi. So yeah, he ain't racist. So I don't want to talk about.
That's a good question, Carlos. He said, "Why would they ask Nolan's mom and not the boat owner to further investigate?" Just, you know what I'm saying? Just throwing little questions out there. We're gonna play a little bit more to be. We appreciate everybody just coming in. If you don't mind, sub to the channel. If you're on the vertical side, man, double tap the screen. That helps out a lot. If you're on the horizontal screen, man, just hit the thumbs up, man. If you want to follow me on any other platforms, go in the description. It give you the Facebook, the IG, and all that stuff. And then if you want to email me on some good stories or something that you want to hear us talk about, hit me up at oddstvnetwork, gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And hey, get at your boy DoDirty, man. Let's get back to it.
Significant questions that need to be answered. What's the resistance to getting those answers? Is it law enforcement saying it's an ongoing investigation? You're not entitled to know things until we tell you to? Is it the family getting in the way? Is it the Wells family picking and choosing who they want to investigate matters and they're interfering in their own way? What's this mess that seems to have been made of this case? Where does fault lie, if any at all, in your estimation, as to what's impeding progress in this investigation from taking hold?
Stephen, I believe a lot of people desire controversy. I think that there are people out there that want to spin it out for their own gain, be it fame, be it money. And I cannot relate to that. I'm a crime victim. I am a victim of violent crime. My fiance was murdered shortly before our wedding. It changed my life and my family's life forever. It even affects me now, how I raise my children every day. I can't lay fault at the family's feet. I can't do that. I think that hate, racial hate, is being stirred. The pot is being stirred, and people are coming out. I looked at my Twitter the other day. I wish I hadn't. With the worst slurs. They're not, usually people will try to hide it. They're putting it in writing. It's just anger and hate, and it's boiled up in the form of this case. And I pray to God that we will get justice regardless, notwithstanding all the hate. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't identify with that. But I can tell you this, we're not letting go till we have an answer.
Your thoughts on the Wells family? Some people who wanted to point the finger at them, and I found that to be, I just find it to be wrong. I'm not looking at the family who.
How would you feel knowing you playing second fiddle to a dead nigga? That is crazy work. I couldn't be her husband or boyfriend or baby daddy. You playing second fiddle to a dead nigga. That's crazy. I'm just saying, that was it.
Right.
Nah, I'm saying if it was the night before the wedding or whatever, maybe we need to give you a polygraph, Nancy Grace.
It is what it is, man.
Lost their son or lost their sibling. I'm not looking at them. I'm not trying to look at them in any negative way. But there are people that have looked at Crump's presence. Civil rights attorney. Obviously, he's represented white clients as well as black clients in the past. The family brought him in. They brought up Al Sharpton eulogizing Nolan Wells at the funeral. They brought up these kind of things to say that, you know, the family, if not the family, those connected to the family are stoking these thoughts that you just articulated. That's a very, very big concern to you. What are your thoughts about that when the Crumps of the world, the Al Sharptons of the world, even though he just eulogized them at the funeral, he's not necessarily involved in the legal process. Their involvement in something like this, what does that do for or against the case in your estimation, based on your experience reporting on these potential crimes, allegations involving such matters?
I don't care. I care about one thing. What happened to Nolan Wells? I don't care if Al Sharpton is stirring the pot. I don't care what people say, the rocks they throw, the slings and the arrows. Don't care. That does not dissuade me from finding out what happened. Now, sometimes people seek refuge. How do I know the family didn't know who to contact? How do I know Crump or Sharpton didn't contact them? And they said, yes, help me, please. Maybe they thought an injustice was going down. I don't know why they chose Crump. I don't know why they chose Sharpton, but I can tell you this is not a Miss Congeniality contest. Nobody's going to get crowned Miss Sweet Potato at the end of this. Mm-hmm. Everyone will get hate mail. Everyone is going to get threats, and everybody will be disliked. But in the end, we may find out what happened to Nolan Wells. So go ahead, sling mud, attack Sharpton, attack Crump, attack me, attack the family, attack the boys that were out there that day. For all I know, they've all passed a polygraph. I don't know that, but I do know I don't have answers. And a young man the age of my son and my daughter is dead. That's all that matters. I don't care what Crump or Sharpton scream into a microphone. Irrelevant to me. I only care about the facts.
Let me be more specific. What I'm getting to is, does the presence of individuals like that, based on your experience, assist in expediting the process to get closer to the truth? That's what I'm wondering about specifically.
I think it does. And I'll tell you why. Whether you like Sharpton or you have to hold your nose, you don't like him, don't care. But guess what? Every TV was turned on this case because of Crump and Sharpton. You know,
we're going to let Nancy finish. Linear, if you accept everything, I'll be able to bring you up. Okay. Can you show me who you is in the back? Make sure you don't do nothing nefarious, and you don't have to be on here with no camera or nothing like that when I bring you up. But I gotta see you in the back to make sure you ain't no, you know what I'm saying, crazy person, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to just click your camera on for me real quick where nobody can see you, and we can go from there, then I can bring you up, bro. But if not, I'm gonna have to let you sit in the back, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess up my show. Now, if you can text me in the back and let me know, bro, that you ain't gonna do nothing nefarious and all that, we'll put a blocker up on the screen and go from there. But if I can't get you to say, you know what I'm saying, at least show me your face, you know what I'm saying, then I can't bring you up on camera, bro. But on my show, I don't care about people having their cameras on. Just don't come up here and do nothing that would destroy my channel. Salute to Lady Seasons. Adam in the building. Appreciate you. Easy in this thing. Said she look crazy. Let's go.
Know how many cases I've investigated and nobody cares? Their names are forever lost. Nobody knows their names. Nobody cares. But because those two jumped on the bandwagon or hitched a ride.
So yes, probably gonna put you on this end over here. Okay, cool. He left. All right. So, all right, there we go.
Right on the bandwagon. I don't know which is true. Now there is focus on the Nolan Wells case. And I say, fine.
Authorities have said they suspect drowning. How do you feel about authorities coming out without the investigation being completed? I'm thinking about your former boss, who was like a grandfather to you, that told you don't go to the media until it's absolutely necessary. Timing is everything, et cetera, et cetera. I'm looking at authorities coming out and saying they suspect drowning. I think that's a very presumptive statement to be coming out of their mouth. Wouldn't you say?
I don't think there should have been any comment at all. If they had to say something, it should have been along the lines of, we are investigating the case to our fullest ability, and we are open to any information, any help that we can get, and we will find the truth, God willing. I think that's what I would have said if I said anything at all. Maybe they did suspect drowning at the beginning, but they should have kept their pie holes shut, because we don't know that it was drowning. Now, the fact that the first ME took the lungs suggests to me that there may have been water in the lungs. That doesn't mean foul play was not involved. How do I know he wasn't hit on the head and thrown over the side? Do I think that's what happened? I don't think anything one way or the other until I have the facts. His friends could be completely innocent, or they may know more than they're telling. We have to find that out.
And the only way to do it is by applying pressure. And in my estimation, the authorities being a bit presumptuous and ahead of the curve and saying they suspect drowning and articulating that, it's almost like their wish was to aim you in a different direction, and the direction towards innocent for these boys. Because why would authorities come out so quickly and just say such a thing? That's just my thinking. But I'll ask you this as well. Your thoughts real quickly about the independent autopsy compared to the original autopsy. Your thoughts about that, if any at all.
Oh, I've got plenty of thoughts, Stephen Smith. Plenty of thoughts. First of all, they both are inconclusive. I don't have the first result, so I don't know. The second one is deemed inconclusive. Why? Because the second examiner does not have the throat or the lungs. So a full investigation, an autopsy cannot be completed, because this is what they've got to do, and I've seen them do it. I told you about the red subcutaneous markings under the occipital bone.
Yes.
All right. Now, how do I know that's not from a blow to the head? Okay. How do I know that's not from an accident? We are being told today Nolan was drinking heavily. Okay. Even somebody drunk can be a homicide victim. Even somebody drunk can be a victim of an accident. That means nothing to me. Everybody out there was drinking. So what, I'm going to be angry because the victim was drinking? Again, this is not a personality contest. It's not a moral test about his character. Bottom line, I need more evidence, because that bruising or hemorrhaging or reddening under the occipital, I got to figure out it's from a blow. Is it from a fall? Is it diffusion? Now, go with me on this.
So the question I got for the people on the panel is, do y'all think it was from a fall? Do you think it was something that somebody did to him by, you know what I'm saying, either choking him out, you know what I'm saying, pushing his head back in the direction, you know what I'm saying? What do you think it is when you talking about that redness on the back of his neck that they found underneath the skin?
Didn't look like there were any lacerations, which has me kind of curious. There is some redness though, almost like he was like almost how you say it. Somebody was, or they had something on the back of his neck or something like that. This would kind of sound like to me.
That boy, he's crazy.
It's just too much. It's just too much weirdness with it because, like that bruise or whatever that they're talking about. One of the things I heard was from people who don't necessarily believe that that was a major factor in his death. Right? They say there'll be pooling. So if there was some, like rupture or whatever in that area and he's laying on his back, you would see more blood and it would be worse than it was. But we also know, though, when the kid got found, he was transported face down. That makes no sense to me. But what does make sense is why there wouldn't be the pooling. If it's in the back of the head, all right, instead of the blood just rushing, laying him on his back, and this bruise ends up looking like what it would look like, flip him over, put him on his face. Now you don't get that pooling. It's just too much that's not consistent. It's too much that can be questioned. And for the state to come out and say, we believe it was drowning. Well, you got the lungs. Why not just release this autopsy and show 5 pints of water in his lungs? There you go. Then I could run with it. I could believe you gave me something valid. You also didn't hide the evidence behind it, right? But to make the claim, we believe it's drowning, but we've done the autopsy and we're going to give you the body without the lungs. That looks very suspect. Even when they talk about Crump and Sharpton getting involved, you got to understand at first, Mississippi wasn't even trying to, they was ready to wrap this investigation up, pack it up, accidental, done. Before Crump and these guys get involved and get all this press, they were ready to button it up and be done with it. So that looks suspect as well. I mean, I don't know, because before today, what's my girl name? Paula Dean was my favorite white woman before today. After this interview, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of like Nancy. She's just keeping it a buck.
Well, she's not keeping it a buck. She's just saying, I don't know. And I can't wait to find out the truth. That's pretty much what she's saying. She ain't saying nothing goddamn profound.
She's not doing what the state did, though. The state said,
well, because she don't have the information that the state had.
I'm just talking about what she said.
And yes, the state shouldn't have said nothing. I'll give you that. State shouldn't have said nothing if they don't have no information. That if they're not gonna put any information out about it, don't say shit. Just say what you normally say is we can't speak on the ongoing investigation. Correct. That's what they should have said.
Now, when they've gone that far to do that, when before outside influences came in, they were ready to wrap it up as no foul play. And they're the only ones with the lungs that can show what they're claiming. Yeah, something's going on with the investigation to me. I don't trust the investigation.
I mean, you keep saying that, but do you have any evidence that states that they're about to wrap that case up and let it go on by its business?
Oh yeah, from the gate, they made statements saying we don't think there was any foul play before it really went national.
Give me a second real quick, Wall Street. Just hold your point right there. I want you to finish what you're saying because I like where you're going. God damn it. We got people trying to come up. I'm trying to make sure I can get them up here, man, and let them join the conversation. But for some reason, it ain't letting me grab me in the back, bro. You're going to have to drop down and come back up. You know what I'm saying? And it'll bring you back up. Go ahead, Wall Street. My fault, bro.
Yeah, I mean, initially they made statements saying that they didn't think it was foul play before we had any of this information, before we even started questioning the cell phone, before even the first autopsy was done, before they even said they think it was drowning, they were ready to wrap this whole thing up. And, it is the
Crumps and Sharptons that bring the attention to it that force it to be investigated. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think anything, and I'm not the greatest fan of Crump, right? Even though I was unfair of some of my criticism, because the honest truth is his law firm does get things done. When I see his face, though, it's always connected to the whole high-profile case where we don't get the justice we were looking for, right? So I didn't really, I'm not his biggest fan, but I don't have any issue with him bringing light to a case and, you know, pushing for an
You can come off
investigation.
camera, bro. Come off
Nothing
camera,
wrong
bro.
with that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I can agree with that. They do bring attention to a case that are not getting attention, but unless the cops say, "God, you got me defending these sorry ass cops," unless these motherfuckers say that the case is closed, we don't know if the investigation was over. We don't know if they were wrapping it up and submitting on down the road. Because it is what it is. We don't know that. So that's why I always get pause when people say they was going to wrap this up and go on about their business. How do you know? Unless they said the case is over, case closed. You know what I'm saying? We don't know none of that. But
He did say in the press conference they don't suspect foul play.
Saying that they don't suspect mean that the case was closed, right? They can give you what they suspect. Doesn't mean that it was done or with stamped and sealed. That's just saying what they think was on their mind. But I hate when y'all got me over here defending these sorry ass motherfuckers. I don't know. Like, this shit is crazy. Listen, Nancy Grace. Okay, yeah, go ahead. All
right. So hold your thoughts, Spoon. Go ahead, Linear. What you got for us, bro? What you think about this?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Man, chilling, bro. Going over this, man. Stephen A. and Nancy Grace, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just want to say this. When I lived in Atlanta, right, Nancy Grace had the highest praise as a prosecutor. She has the highest rating far as a federal prosecutor because that's all she did was felony cases, kidnappings, rape, assaults, and stuff like that. But on this note, I'm going to say we have to wait and see what the state of Mississippi and Washington D.C.'s autopsy comparison, because my theory is I would take both of those findings and have an independent review board to review both cases to see if everything matches up. Because one thing I know about a person drowning is once you drown, your throat locks up and your lungs, they seal up. And you have foam in your throat that builds up from either from salt water, your lungs expand. From chemicals like in a pool, they stay collapsed and relaxed. But there is like a pink foam that should have been in his throat if he drowned. Why not have the lungs and the throat sent to Washington? Why? Because you wanted to manipulate it and didn't think that Ben Crump and them was going to run a second autopsy. See, Crump ran a play by getting the second autopsy after they started the first one. So any findings that they find in the first one should match up with the second one to be inconclusive.
That's a reach, but I mean, it sounds good.
Okay, well, let's just look at this example. I'm gonna throw this example at you. You have a person that was kidnapped in Chicago, right? Left in a freezer. Everyone thought that her friends did it, but come to find out that the person that did it was an employee of the hotel, right?
He was right.
Yeah, I remember that case.
Okay. Now I remember when the first that happened all the way up to the last that happened. So once you found the reports, the photos from the scene didn't match the narrative that they was giving us. She went to sleep in a freezer. Wasn't no water, wasn't no ice in the freezer. It was dry as a bone. So what I'm saying is that we can't always go on what we think we know. We have to find out what we know. 2 boats. You had 2 boats leave Horn Island. I did the weather report the day of the incident. The tides and the currents were very, very low on that day on the 4th. The sun set at 8 p.m. that night. You had Marine Patrol that supposedly was doing boat inspections throughout the whole 4th of July. Why didn't the Marine Patrol notice that this young man was out there on the island by himself? From 8 a.m. from 4 o'clock, the time that they left, all the way up until the 6th to the day they found him.
Well, that's because he wasn't out there by himself. There were thousands of people there, so to even think that he was out there by himself is kind of laughable.
Exactly.
Well, either way it go, if he was out there, we already know he was out there. But the whole point of it, if you're right with the lungs closing up, and then him having that film inside of his throat, that's understandable. But again, I don't think his body surfaced until those 2 days later, because again, the buoyancy, bro, the body start decaying, bro, and gases start releasing, bro. That's what brought him up. If it wasn't for that, he probably would have still been down there if he was helped by anything.
Well, check this out. On a phone call, right? Where were they at when they called for help for the boat? What position was they in when they called for help?
That's not really confirmed.
They was calling from the northwestern tip of the island, right?
But wait. No, they weren't docked. They weren't moored connected to the island. They were in the water somewhere. But what happened was they make this call and no one ever comes. So somehow in this sinking boat where they had a bad pump, they still end up just getting home fine and nobody comes and saves them, right? Like that's kind of weird too. It's almost like you're trying to set up the call to say, oh yeah, we called for help. And it's just weird.
Bingo.
Have y'all ever had a bellows pump ever fail on y'all before?
I know what it is.
They fail from time to time, and that doesn't mean that the boat is actually going to sink. But if you want
there you go.
Because like if you listen to, because you know, I'm not Gilligan or nothing, but we got a lake by us, like where I live, and from time to time they'll do black events. Like they just had Black Boat Weekend. It's the weekend after Juneteenth every year. So yeah, those pumps can malfunction, and what you'll see is a lot of water on the ground of the boat. So that's why when they call for the help, the lady asked them, is it above your ankles? Right? Because that is how we can kind of determine, all right, you can probably make it back, or this is an emergency situation where I need to send 5 boats right now, ASAP, right? Homie didn't even hear that because he was obviously looking at some other stuff on the boat. And that's where the question becomes, like, was he panicking about the safety of someone on the boat? Or was he panicking about the boat itself? We don't know. But you can hear on the call the woman ask him, is it above your ankles? He never really even answered that question.
No, he didn't answer that.
Yeah. So it just looks very weird.
Do you notice Warren? You know Warren is the spokesperson for the whole group.
Well, he's the first one to come out speaking. That's all that is.
He is more or less, he controls the whole group. Everybody. Think about it.
How can you say that? How can you say that when the mixed kid talked too?
Because he was the first one to come forward. He was the first one to make the phone calls. He's the first one that shuts down everything far as the social media. See, we have to look at the bigger picture. Anytime that the boat was sinking and the lady asked you, do you need a tow? Yes, we need a tow. Do you want me to send the Navy, the Coast Guard out there? No. He said that quick, no. If anything, if you're sinking and you got someone calling this distress call, you're going to have to send somebody anyway. That's just like
Warren wasn't the one who made the phone call, was he? Warren was the one that made the phone call.
If you call now, check this out. If I call 911 right now from my house phone and I hang up, do you think they're gonna say? No. Listen, I'm going to a scenario. If I dial 911 from my house phone and I hang up, Do you think the dispatcher going to say, "Oh, they don't want nothing"? They're going to send a unit out to the address just to make sure.
That's true, typically.
But
But
if
this
you're
is why
calling,
this part, hold on, this is why this part with the phone call is so important. They weren't calling 911. They were calling a private service, right? Like you hear the kids say, yeah, we're members. Yeah. My mom paid her membership this month. Send me a boat to tow me out. They weren't calling the police. They weren't calling the Coast Guard. That's why when that gets brought up, nah, we good. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make it back to shore, right?
Yeah.
Like they were calling a private service. You hear the woman ask him, "Do you have your membership number?" No worries if you don't. Please give us the phone number attached with the account. You have these services with these, places that have boats and stuff like that, because parents want to keep their kids safe, But let's be clear, he wasn't calling the police. So now you call a third-party service and they hung up. These people know boats well enough to know, all right, the pump just gave out. They'll make it back to shore. If not, they'll call us back. But he hung up. I ain't worried about it. Type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, it's just wild that how they try to play it, because we all know when you're in a privileged social circle and something always happens, like at a sorority or a fraternity or at any like a party and somebody passes, what do they mostly do? They have a secret pact. Don't nobody say nothing. We're going to keep this a secret.
Now you sound like that. You sound like everyone else out here. You know what happened in Mississippi, though. You know what happened in Mississippi.
Listen. I done been to 10 to 12 different states and been to one country. It's all the same everywhere you go. It doesn't matter.
I like that one, yo. I'm fine with that one.
Well, you can ride where you want to. I've been to 15 countries in every goddamn state in America. What does that mean? That means nothing.
Because I can't finish my statement. What I'm saying is everyone has seen crime. Everyone has seen things happen. Everyone has seen people keep secrets.
You are making assumptions, sir.
But when you're in a privileged social circle, you keep things secretive.
Yeah.
And you're making assumptions again, sir.
I'm not making it. Okay, let me ask you.
Literally are.
Yo, don't.
Have you ever been to college? Have you ever been to college?
Yeah.
Nah, he hasn't been to college.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to say now. Is certain things for fraternities do that they keep for secrets.
No. I read you all that bull and jibber jabber and that jibber jabber. I wasn't flattered. It doesn't matter. Don't try to twist and misconstrue your words now.
So it's things that people keep secrets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these definitely the type of kids to tell somebody, my dad will have your ass. Right there.
You know that because you were there? You know the.
Look at God.
We got to calm down real quick. Just calm down real quick. I don't think nobody paying attention to the screen. Linear, we got you, bro. Just give it a second. Give it a second. Bing's trying to speak. Let him hop in with your conversation. We doing good. 177, 180 something people in here. Say, bro, we got to let each other speak so the audience can hear what y'all saying. I don't mind y'all rocking out, bro, but the audience got to understand what we're talking about. So let Bings get in there, and y'all can start that conversation back up. You can hit your unmic. You can unmute yourself. I muted y'all niggas up. I probably had myself on mute, so you couldn't hear me, but you should be able to hear me now. So go ahead, Bings.
No, I'm saying he don't make no sense for him to defend that. At the end of the day, this douchebag keeps making the same argument. You don't know. You weren't there. You're assuming. You don't know. You weren't there. You're assuming. That's literally what the fucking internet is. That's literally what podcast is. That's literally what media is. We're assuming. That's literally what your beloved American justice system is assumptions. They go into courtrooms to prosecute people with assumptions. So that's not an argument. You can't just keep saying you don't know every time somebody makes a point that points to these white boys might not be innocent. That dumb shit out of here, man.
You done?
Yeah, I'm coming right back, man. These white folks sending me emails. They about to throw me off the boat. Let me take this call, but come right back.
Go ahead, Spoon.
The reason why I said he made it is just because someone said you've been to one country and whatever how many states you've been to. That means nothing to me. These people, I mean, yes, I've been to college. I actually graduated from college, and no, I didn't join a fraternity because I didn't feel like being a butt buddy to any one of these persons. Ain't no one gonna whoop my ass just for GP and all that extra stupid shit they do in these fraternities. That whole pack shit it sound good, but I don't know too many motherfuckers that made a pact not to say something. I mean, do you know a lot of people that made a pact not to say something? Linear? I'm just gonna ask.
Well, put it like this: we know enough people in this world that's hiding secrets that we know nothing of. So at the end of the day, you just like the mob. You have some of the mob. You have some of the new age gangs that hold secrets that don't tell nobody anything. You have politicians that hold secrets that don't tell anybody anything because why? It'll mess up the integrity of themselves. I'm glad that you said you've been to other countries. I'm glad you said you've been to other cities. I'm glad that you graduated college. That's a proud accomplishment. But at the end of the day, there's secrets that people hold within themselves that they don't tell nobody. Nobody, because why?
That would defeat the purpose. Now you gotta see this. I like this. I like this
Can I finish? Can I finish?
I thought you were done. My bad. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, at the end of the day, when them guys was on them boats and they left from Horn Island and went to the docks and went straight to wherever they was going at, why did it take them so long and to surrender the telephone and surrender the keys? Why did they get rid of that social media right after that? That's a sign of what? Guilt, or that's a sign of what's the word I'm looking for? Is it a sign of guilt, or is it a sign of
panicking?
Panic. Because I'm gonna put it like this: it's no way possible that I can go hang out with 5 of my friends and we leave one of our homeboy houses and 5 of my friends and only come back with 3. Somebody gonna ask questions. Where's so and so? Wasn't they with you when you left?
That sound good, but
they don't sound good. It ain't sound.
It sounds good. Wait. I'll let you finish.
It doesn't sound good because
I'll let you finish.
I'm not finished. You just cut me straight off.
Damn, how long you got? Go ahead.
Yeah, you definitely going on a diatribe though.
It's just like, if your girl go out with 3 of her homegirls or 4 of her homegirls and one of them got to go to the bathroom, don't you think all 4 of them going to go to the bathroom together?
Well, I'm not considering myself a female, so I wouldn't care about that. But my problem with what you're saying is like you act like dudes ain't never found a shoulder to go off of, and they went off with that woman when you were out there with your niggas. I mean that's crazy work. I'm not gonna go home with a whole bunch of dudes if I got some pussy lined up. Now we all know that they said that he was out there trying to get with another chick, so it doesn't make sense. And then they said it was arguing, telling him to get on the boat. These things have been said by multiple people.
Right now, though?
I'm assuming.
Who is that?
People, the witnesses that came out there. I can give you the list if I go to my computer. I can give you the list if it's on my computer.
The kids on the boat.
Sure, you call it what you want to call them, exactly. But until you have a crime, you have no potential anything.
Just like the young lady, just like the young lady.
All right, we're showing a crime. I can show you a potential suspect.
We don't have to show you crime. We can show you white people, black person missing, white people guilty.
Well, he's not black because he white. I mean, he Asian.
Yeah, see how that didn't even roll off the tongue properly because you still.
Well, because I forgot he was. I forgot. We're not talking about the mixed breed. We're talking about the mixed breed Asian. That's right. He's Asian.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your kid's driver's license?
Asian.
Right. Exactly. So that's my point, right? You can't. These arguments that you're making is stupid as fuck, bro.
Oh, my kids don't have black on their license though, but that's cool.
That you want the white people to be innocent.
I don't give a fuck about the white people innocence. I just care about the fucking truth. No, I don't. I'm sick of y'all niggas acting like someone's automatically guilty when you don't know shit. You know nothing.
And yet you have 3,000 episodes on your channel where you do the exact same fucking thing.
No, I don't. And I don't have 3,000 episodes. So say again. No, I don't.
You literally do. We all do. We all get on the internet and examine shit and determine what our opinion is or our perspective.
No.
Some of
Hey,
us
we're talking about white folks.
get to our perspective, and some people just go with how they feel about it.
That's
Okay.
that's what I'm trying
You're
to get.
obviously
Like,
the one using your feelings here today with your affinity for fucking white people.
I don't have affinity for white people. I don't have affinity for nobody.
I don't mind that, but damn.
Well,
so
can,
wait, so
can I,
Spoon, that's what I'm really
Say
trying
something
to
and say, oh, but you don't know. But you
That's what I'm really
can I,
trying
can
to
I ask y'all a
understand. Like,
question? An honest question. Do you think Malcolm Jamal Warner was an accident?
No,
yeah, that was a 100% accident.
no, I don't. I think the female, his child that he was with, tried to drown him.
No,
Nah,
he wasn't even with the
nah,
kid. He was with
I'm
his
up.
wife and the children, but he went to swim by himself.
Well, I'm gonna put
I
y'all.
thought he
You
went with a
know,
child.
well, I can give y'all straight insight on everything that happened that day. But like I said, I'm a moderator on a total different channel that's certified legit. And I'm not gonna put the name out there because I don't want to disrespect your channel. But at the end of the day,
What does that mean, certified legit?
why doesn't because if you think about this, from day one, we started with the first case, which was Young Dolph. People did not know who was involved with it. We broke the people that was involved with it before the news, the feds, the police had any names. We knew exactly who was the players in it. All the way up to the Kevin Samuels situation. We did cases from Kevin Samuels, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to give you some logistics on
That's the shit you said so far. It's neither here nor there, right?
But
at the end of the day, what I'm saying is this: if you're making great observations, right? The other guy who was talking, I think his name was Willie. He was making what I consider to be great observations, right? He's saying, "Yo, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. I may be extrapolating, or I may be what they would deem assuming, right? But there's also something called an educated opinion, right? And that's what we need, not this goofy shit where it's like, oh well, you know, or you don't know and you can't say no. You can, because I like the argument that you presented earlier about the secrets, right? Like how many times? Oh, I know for me. You might have screwed somebody's woman that you ain't had no business screwing. And you gotta take that to the grave with you. Nobody died. Ain't no insurance money, ain't no police involved, ain't none of that other shit involved. But you gonna definitely keep that shit a hush hush. So if we talking about somebody died, came up missing, drowned, whatever the hell the case is with this kid, and then it's all this confusion around it, instead of it just being, yo, yeah, we saw him. He couldn't breathe. He drowned. Whatever we tried to say, like it's none of that. It's I don't know. Ain't this the same case where they said messages and shit was deleted? Was that shit true? Whole Snapchats and shit deleted? Was that shit true?
Yep. So that leaves
all of this bullshit around the case, but don't assume anything. Man, get the fuck out.
You're exactly right.
But it's you can assume certain basic things, right? Horn Island ain't that big, right? It's not like something goes down where someone isn't in eye shot. Like someone would have seen something. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things we can agree on, but I'm not assuming everything else. You know what I mean? It's the prudent man theory. Law is based on that. What would the prudent man think? The guy that's not racist, the guy that's not Republican or Democrat. He's just a prudent man, and he's looking at what's in front of him and saying, that makes sense or that don't look right. And when I'm going off my prudent man theory, I'm simply saying there definitely seems to be foul play. You know what I mean? Just the fact that there's no witnesses on this tiny little island with more people on it than they have on it all year, and nobody's seen nothing. Nobody is.
The island is 110 miles, so to say it's not. It's a small island. It's crazy.
The island is 100 miles?
Yeah, it's 110 miles. Yeah.
Let me look
square miles. 110 square miles.
Because like where I go on the boat,
I think it's 110. I might be wrong. Hold on. I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's 100. It was 112 miles from tip to tip, all the way around.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, No one lives on the island. You could stay on the island overnight if you got camping gear, but no one actually lives on that island.
But wait, now I'm gonna be real. Like, as the same prudent man, now that whole theory that I had goes out the window. Because I thought it was like, we got Lake Norman here, right? So they got a couple little islands where when it's an event, everybody parks their boats there. But that's not 110 miles. That, I don't even think that's a mile and a half. You know what I mean? So 110 miles, yeah, you can walk off somewhere and someone doesn't know what happened. So that's what a prudent man does. I can admit, all right, that last thing I said was stupid. Throw that out. back to that. You know what I mean?
It's irrelevant. It blew my mind last night when I found out that it was in Mississippi. Case closed. It just is what it is at this point, bro. It's too much. They doing too much down there, bro. Like, and the thing that really bothers me, shout out to Black Man Unfiltered, right? Because he's not one of them guys. As much as he tries to be a conservative, he's not one of those guys who tries to pretend like he don't see the bullshit going on. It's just too many different strange things happening to Black people. I'm surprised I haven't heard, this is only in the news because midterms is coming up. I'm surprised I ain't heard that one yet. I guess the conservatives are tired of
that's because no one gives a shit about that besides you. You think that it's crazy.
How can I be the one thinking about
red and blue right now?
How can I be the one? I'm not the one who uses it.
Nah, people what I'm saying though.
It's a reason why you ain't heard that over here, sir, because I don't do political talk and we wasn't having that type of conversation. No. That's first of all, that's the first thing on back. I wasn't expecting nobody to talk because we was talking about Stephen A. and Nancy, right? And went on a tangent and I let it rock. But we got to understand most of that stuff ain't gonna speak over here. Now, if you over there with Spoon, which this is not Spoon's channel, this is OG DoDirty's channel, you're gonna hear a lot there. He breaks that down and he try to show both sides. I can give him that because I at least asked him for that. You know what I'm saying? So if you think he only show one side, that's a goddamn lie. Because if I don't bring it to him, I complain about the shit, and then he showed both sides. So you're not gonna hear that shit over here, bro. I'm not trying to hear no bullshit about no left and no right and all that bullshit. That ain't what we was talking about. Y'all keep y'all smart asses on y'all channel, bro, when y'all trying to do all that. But I don't do political talk over here because I don't believe in the system like that. Y'all do.
And I'm glad you put down the rules and the terms.
Hold on,
real quick. Because I wanted to respond to what you just said, and I'm gonna keep it short. I'm quick. Ask my wife. I'm quick.
That's the case. Then that means you don't need to say it. OG.
Listen, I just wanted to respond to what you said.
It went a shot towards you or nothing like that, bro.
That doesn't make it political, right? What that is me me acknowledging on how these cases are usually treated
in the media.
When you hear cases like this, people will say things like, "Oh, it's only out now because of the fact that they're trying to pull on your heartstrings."
In the media, correct?
And you're right.
Are coming up. That's a part of. Somebody even spoke earlier about how the case wasn't even. If the case probably wouldn't have even been national news like that if you hadn't got political figures like Crump and Al Sharpton
in the media,
right? To make it bigger than what it really is. But now you have a problem with politics.
So okay, wait, let me just say.
No, stop. And who the fuck is this? Hold the fuck up, bro.
Stop real quick, bro.
Damn.
We're gonna channel this.
Go ahead.
That wasn't discussed by nobody on the panel. That was literally discussed by your stupid ass nigga Stephen A. and Miss Nancy Gray. And you know what she told to that nigga? Everything that you heard didn't come from nobody up here. I can guarantee you that. I could put money on that. Right? Really? What she told that nigga Stephen A. was, sir, she doesn't care about all of that. She's only worried about the 19-year-old boy that's the same age as her son that she is doing this case and trying to find this crime about. So they was talking about it. Stephen A. brought it up. To your point, it was said, but nobody up here said it, right? Stephen A. said it, and she shut that shit all the way down. She said she don't give a fuck about no Ben Crump. She said she don't give a fuck about no Al Sharpton. She said none of that is on her brain at this conversation that she's having with Stephen A. or the conversation she's going to have on crime dealing with Nolan Wells. That's what she said.
She surely did say it. She surely did say it.
You're not wrong with what you're saying. That's why I said I wasn't shooting at you, bro. But what you just try to do with that flip shit, bro, it don't work. I told you that before, bro. It don't work like that, bro. Because I wasn't having that conversation with you. I was just saying that just to let people know, like I've been doing the whole show, bro, about people coming on my channel trying to be on camera, bro. You got to pay me to come on camera. That's the same. I'm just doing a little thing I do for the show. One no shot towards you. I'm just saying.
So OG, real quick before it goes too far, right?
But I don't mind that. I mean, it's you, it's me. I don't mind that. But what I'm saying is this, because you just said you're saying something that's incorrect. What you're saying right now, you said you was willing to bet money on it. You know I like money. You saying that nobody on the exact panel brought up the fact or said, I will agree that the case probably wouldn't have got as much light as it had, or a lot of these cases don't get as much light as they do if not for the inclusion of people like Al Sharpton and Ben Crump. You're saying nobody on the panel said that? I just want to make sure when I go back and find it, you're going to pay me my money.
Well, go ahead. What money? Okay, we paid him $2. Go find it, nigga.
So look,
okay,
OG, I
just want to make sure.
Go find it, nigga. $2. Go find it, nigga.
That's fine. But then here's the other thing, though. I'm also going to want an apology. Because if they can mention, if other people on the panel can mention that the case wouldn't get as much light, if it wasn't for people like Al Sharpton and Ben Crump, then I also should be able to mention that I'm surprised that people aren't using it to try to highlight the fact that, oh, it's midterms coming up and they just putting it out there in order to pull the heartstrings on people. Because here's the thing about that. That's actually an argument for the fact that there is no foul play. Right? That they're making the case be more suspicious than it actually is in order to tug on the heartstrings of liberals.
My fault.
All right, cool. So check this out, bro. After you do all that, right, and then you go find that when you ain't gonna find nobody up here talking about that, right? Because all the people that was up here was me, Lordy S, Spoon, Smitty, and somebody else, John the Baptist. That never came. That never was. But anyway, if you can find it, I'm cool with that, right? Go ahead and do that. Then you're gonna find at the same point while you listen to that, find me saying this another $2 for you though. That you're right on the point that you're talking about. I was just letting people know that's what I do not do on my show.
No, that's
go
fine.
find that too, nigga, and then bring it back. So that's $4 you can get from me if you can find if I'm wrong on that, which I know I'm not.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No. I protect you.
So OG, I'm gonna respect the terms of service. I ain't gonna make it political or nothing, but I did want to respond to what he said. I'm gonna be quick. You guys, my wife. I'm quick. So look, like when he said that, what I said to him was, it's more or less simply because politics ain't cool no more. It ain't even about Donald Trump, Iran, or nothing. Over the last probably 6 months, it's been purely about race. That's the lightning rod. You got the kid to get hit in his back by the Asian guy. Then you get Carmelo, who was defending himself. Then you get, it was another one in there somewhere. It's something else black. But it's been just black.
Miami, who supposedly hung herself.
Right.
And then you got the dude in Mississippi who clearly hung himself, even bought the rope and everything.
So that's why I'm saying you don't hear right wing, left wing on this one, because it ain't even cool to talk about no more. The lightning rod, everything is going straight to race. You know what I mean? That's the only reason you ain't hear it. That's what I was trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
I mean, I understand the point.
I knew you would. You was screaming on me.
Yeah, because I think it's okay to hold it. Like when you see two people having a conversation, just let them finish that before you jump in. That's exactly what I did. When they was having their back and forth, Uncle T and the other cat, I let them rock out for a minute, and then I interjected.
Ain't no dice off my shoe. Once I heard it was money involved, I backed up. You ain't got to worry about my shoe hitting the dice.
Nah, but this is what I'm saying, though. At the end of the day, I don't listen. I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm 100% sure one way or the other. But if you make me pick a side, I know what side I'm going to pick. Right? And that's based on evidence, not my political view. Right? Not because I stand on one side of the fence, Officer Tatum. Right? You can't say it's... Oh, let me leave that alone. But that's what I'm saying. Officer Tatum is obviously on some political shit.
That answered my question too. I was going to ask you what side you on. When you said Officer Tatum, I was like, oh, all right, he over here with me.
It's just that I know what side he on. You and him, this is absolutely a political show because that's what he does. He stands on one side of the fence based on his politics. That's exactly what it's about. It would be the same thing if you see somebody who's black, and every situation that happens that involves a black person, they are the victim.
Ben Crump.
Right? So you like, oh shit, you already know before you even press play on this nigga's video, you know what he about to say based on his track record. What is this dude? Is he black first? Is he conservative first? Is he American first? Is he human first? Right? When you understand who people are, then you kind of know, oh yeah, I already know what this guy's gonna say, right? But in this situation, I am saying it's too much. I don't even like dealing with it. I only came up because these my niggas. You know
Well,
what
let
I'm
me
saying?
ask you a question there.
That's
Let me
one
ask
thing I
you a
can't put
question,
on
dude.
Nancy Grace.
Oh, my bad.
Because
Go ahead.
It's too
Nancy
much
Grace,
confusion.
she'll attack either side. Like that's one thing I could give her. It's not
And we
she's
both
showing
said
up
that today.
blackity
She
black
has been
black
on
black.
both sides. She has been
It's
on
not
both
like
sides
she's
on
showing
this
up
thing.
blackity
But
black
she
black
ain't
black
saying
like
shit
Al
though.
Sharpton.
I
It's not
said
like
that
she's
too,
showing up white
Bean.
white.
You did. I
Like
heard you when you said it.
Charlie
You did.
Kirk or like
No, I
this
said that's what I said.
Officer Tatum do, right? So I get your point when you're saying that, like you know the side certain people are coming from. I can't put that on Nancy.
I took a transcript of Nancy Grace's talking points today. Here's what she said. Question: Are the white boys innocent or guilty? I don't know if they're innocent, but I don't know if they're guilty. But I want to know because he's dead. Was it death an accident or was it foul play? I don't know if it's foul play, and I don't know if it was an accident, but I want to know because he's dead. And I got kids.
She's reinforcing her point.
She did say that. She said
No,
just
she's
like
not
that.
reinforcing
on one
anything.
point.
She's standing on a. She's a fence sitter right now with a loud voice. That's what she is.
And all she's pushing by saying I don't know, is the fact that I want a full investigation. Everything should be considered, criticized, scrutinized. That's all she was standing on by saying I don't know. She was just
transparency
reinforcing her
and
point.
clarity. Transparency and clarity. That's all she wants. That's
if
all
you
I want.
understand, that's listen. Me and OG, we do a show on Tuesday about police accountability. That's all we be asking for. But we got these bootlickers named Beans up here that are always trying to confront us when we do the shit. It's just crazy how he's on one side one day, and then when we do police accountability, they put these niggas on a goddamn fork.
Did
This
you say
nigga want to be
police brutality?
No, it's police accountability, auditor,
Yeah.
authority.
Yeah. Put these goddamn police in a motherfucker head neck, goddamn fucking rear naked choke. And we got this bootlicker Beans that want to be on the other side. I said, yeah, I need you to pick a side, Beans. You need to pick it today.
And see, there it is right there, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's how you know what the type of person is that you're dealing with. Why do I need to pick a side before I even know what the fuck the story is? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, dude, we don't trust these police over here, nigga.
So we watching the video. I could see where the police is wrong, but I've told him this. I still don't like it when people antagonize the police. For what?
Oh, here we go.
Right? So that's my thing. Now, if you sitting up there saying, fuck the police coming straight from the underground, and I'll be like, man, that's crazy. Why the fuck are you sitting up there antagonizing the police? Then the police pull out their guns, fire, and shoot you 60 fucking times and say, we were in fear of our life because he said, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Now the police is a piece of shit. That's true accountability. Accountability don't stop just because you acknowledge one side. Right? Crazy. This is how women think. Women think just because you are holding them accountable that means you're not going to also hold the men accountable. No, bitch, it just so happens that this conversation about y'all funky ass, right? So when you're doing this right here, I'm looking at it, I'm saying, okay, what am I getting from Stephen A? What am I getting from Nancy Grace? What did I get from Officer Tatum? What am I getting from the media? What are these white boys saying? What is the police saying? What is the bystander saying? Right? I have to take, oh shit, where was it at? Right? All that shit kind of matters, and then you can just like kind of do a summation and say, yep, more than likely this is the result. And I think anybody who's saying more than likely this shit ain't foul play is just a fucking coon or racist or bigot or something. You have to be. It's too.
I would think it's not. I would agree with you for a little bit, but I do think that there is no foul play due to the fact that I seen motherfuckers drown, literally drown. I had to bring their ass back to life, and also,
but bro, there's no proof he drowned.
Yeah, we don't. There's no proof that it was anything happened to him. Wait. I hear what you're saying, but there's no proof either way.
If there was drowning on the board, I could say, I could respect his opinion. But when
there's nothing on the board right now. If we're going with
I'm
that,
saying when
there's
you throw
nothing on
that
the
in
board
there and
right
there's
now.
no drowning on paper, on the books, right? And then you're saying, because I've seen someone almost
Well, they
die
said
from a
accidental
drowning,
drowning. So they said
it
accidental
sounds
drowning.
like you're trying to make the narrative that I'm not going to call you, you know what I mean? Because me and
Okay,
you,
well,
we've been kicking it. You
well,
cool.
my name is Coon Jesus right now. Put the names on. My name is Coon Jesus right now.
Man, I
So-
should have known.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah,
I ain't even
yeah, you're right.
mad.
That's the most prolific thing you said all day. You should have known.
So now listen here. Now let me finish what I was gonna say. Now, if we want to go either way, if only reason why I'm going with that is because I'm going off what everyone else said. If we're all speculating out here, I'm gonna do my speculate. I'm gonna speculate the motherfucker drowned because he was drinking all day, and in most cases, most drownings are silent. There's not
but
people.
at that point, though, you're doing the
Johnny,
coon
help
lord's
me.
work.
There's not a lot of drownings. Like most drownings are silent and in less than 4 feet of water.
Right. So here's the question: what's your evidence?
Right.
I can give you evidence off the internet about the drownings that are less than 4 feet of water.
No. What's your evidence in this case?
That it has anything to do with
I have the same evidence that y'all have that she was murdered.
No,
I have the same evidence that there was foul play.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
What's your
I
evidence?
do. I
Because
do.
when you're
tell us what it
talking
is,
about
then.
you're talking about a drowning, you're talking about a needle sharp point. If we're saying foul play, right? He could have did a bad bundle and they just covered it up, right? He could have gotten beat up. It's so many different things it could be.
Right. That's a great point, finally.
When we're saying just simply foul play. No one, because the way you try to preface it is because we're saying foul play, we're saying them kids put the Jason knife in them and we're just saying something's up.
Okay, so what do you mean by? So let's break down what you mean by foul play. What do you
just
consider
did,
foul
asshole.
play?
Hey, can I say
didn't hear
something?
motherfucker because he was Borgen.
Turn around and ask him to break it down.
Wait. I did not hear because he was Borgen. And on my side, it was Borgen, so I didn't hear that part. That's why I'm asking.
In the words of my new favorite white woman, I don't know. When you make a statement like it could have been drowning, it's almost off the preface like he died from a drowning. I'm saying if that was on the table, I could respect your argument, right? But
Well,
that's very different.
Well, it is on the table because that's what the police officer said. They suspect drowning. That's what they said. That's what the police officer said. So yes, it's on the table.
Well, again, no, we talked about.
Don't say again. No, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
Listen, all praises be to Coon Jesus.
That's a fact.
You made that point and you was cooking, right?
Getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere.
Then got somewhere, so you already know what time it is, man. It's time for me to get up out of here. I'm past my time, people. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. The 88 people, 188 to 247. I think it was 278 we had all together. Man, make sure you like, subscribe, man, and lock into your boy's channel, man. Please don't come off mute because I'm about to get ready to cut this thing off and do my outro. Wish Beans was on right now, so I can just go ahead and send everybody to his channel. That way, you know what I'm saying, he could just keep on, you know what I'm saying, grinding it, but stay locked in, stay where you're at. I'm already redirecting you to other places. So, hey, appreciate y'all for coming through. Support everybody that support the channel.
OG DoDirty, flipping packs in the bag, stuffing the blood, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat talk, no crack, blunt blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic down south, making moves, 808s hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, out